Welcome, everyone, to the 10th session. We've officially made it to double digits. We will almost certainly not make it to triple digits. Most campaigns that I run do not make it that far, so you can assume we are at bare minimum 10% of the way through the campaign. With that being said...
What do you mean bare minimum 10%?
Yeah, bare minimum 10%. So if we make it to 99 sessions, we have a little over 10% of the campaign finished. So we got 90% left to go.
What about what about bare maximum?
I'm gonna kick your butt. Billy dies, lightning strikes.
Oh my god.
Last we left off, the crew, I'm going to sort of try to go over things that I remember. The crew interrogated a bandit to learn more about the bandit quest because Caius had effectively been issued an unofficial challenge from an individual in the town. Caius, by whom were you challenged?
Oh man, I don't think she challenged me, but I think I put it on myself.
You have assigned yourself a challenge as a consequence of what your tag has told you.
Exactly. And
I'm writing it. Disposition has almost, in some way, mirrored your own passionate disposition.
It's so hot.
What? It is not something that Caius can really hide very much from the party, but Caius is seeking to earn that woman's favor in some capacity.
I also got a +5 to being able to deceive people about my feelings.
Yep, that's true. That is true. Hiding your feelings. We also had a individual member of the party go out on their own to plan a heist, which we may or may not get into the session depending on what happens. There were a couple of other things that may have happened between, these events occurring, but a lot of them are lost on me, aside from the sort of big story beats. That's largely what I end up doing is I try to dilute the session down into 1 or 2 sentences of major events that occurred just to make sure that I can keep everything chronological on one document. So
and a shopping montage.
That's true. We did have a shopping montage.
And interrogating a man.
Yep, shopping montage, interrogating a man, and planning a heist were the 3 major things that occurred in the last session.
I almost ran his fade.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But with some quick spell work as a consequence of your new party member, Billy, already proving herself very useful in certain aspects, you guys managed to get some information out of him, which truthfully is not as much as you may have been hoping for, as it seemed as though he didn't quite know. The time that he was captured was long enough ago that they have moved since then. And as a consequence, they're somewhere off the coast. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and toss it over to you guys. It's about midday. You guys have finished the interrogation. What would you like to do? I'll go ahead and I'm going to also give this to you, Fen. If you want to, we can say that you have found the party. You do not have to. You can still be independent, but I will give a sort of word of warning that it's likely that they'll be doing things without you if you do.
Moggs is going back to the inn with Webby. I actually have a plan.
Okay, cool. Do you want to enact that now before we actually get into the thick of what the party's plans are?
Either way, it's not anything super crazy.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and kick that down before we toss it over to the rest of the party. Okay. So you enter into the tavern that you guys are staying at, which as far as I understand is the Silver Spoon, because the Narton Sons doesn't really take too kindly to road wardens, as well as being very rowdy. You step inside, go up to your room, or do you...
up to the room.
Okay, cool. You go into your room, close the door behind you.
So, then Moggs turns to Webby and goes, okay, so here's the thing. Do you know what a secret is?
No.
Okay. Secret is something that's just between you and me, and no one else gets to know about it.
Okay. Secret between me and Mom.
Yep. And we don't talk about it when anyone else is around.
Okay.
And only to each other so that no one else knows that it happened.
Okay.
All right. That's one down. We're going to commit a crime.
Like, crime? It sort of tilts its head.
Right. So you know how there are things you're not supposed to do?
Yeah.
We're going to do one of those things.
It tilts its head the other way and it goes, okay.
But that's a secret. So it's only between you and me.
Oh. Crime is a secret?
Yes.
Okay.
And you don't do crime without me, and we don't talk about crime unless it's just you and me here together.
Okay.
All right?
Are we doing crime now?
No, it'll be later on.
Okay.
So I want to see how quietly you can crawl along the walls of this room.
She immediately goes about attempting to do so. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for her. And what's her bonus?
Stealth, I don't think she has a specific
just a-
stealth bonus, so her dex was, I think, +1?
Yeah, whatever her dex is.
There is. Yeah, she's got +1 in dex.
So 14, not bad, not bad. Yeah, she establishes that she's fully capable of attempting to sneakily progress along the walls. It doesn't seem like being on the walls, the ceiling even, or the floors are really inhibiting her ability to be sneaky.
Okay, cool. And then so here is a thing. This is more a question back to you on if I can do it. I had an idea. Let me double check on how this works. I gotta pull the artificer page back up. Wrong tab.
And just for everyone else, this is a good time to sort of sort out what you may want to do once I come back to the rest of the party. Presumably, we'll be wanting to collect the party to go do a quest, question mark?
I'm gonna do. What were the quests again?
I don't know what you said.
What were the quests again?
I think they have them in the chat somewhere, right? I don't remember.
I think they might be pinned.
Let me take a look.
So I have magical tinkering.
Right.
I wondered if Moggs could Moggsify magical tinkering a little bit. To the first version of magical tinkering is the light stone that I gave to Lumia,
Mm-hmm.
where when you activated it, sheds light within a 5-foot radius.
Yeah.
Can I make a pair of them where activating one actually activates the other, and vice versa?
Craft redstone.
I'm going to leave this up to the roll of a die. Just roll a flat d20. You're looking for 11 or higher. If you roll 11 or higher, you can do it this time. So, no.
Okay. That's fine. Okay.
But it is just as long as it is touched, I believe. It doesn't have to be by you.
Yeah. So I will, rather than make a light stone, I'm going to make the sound version
Okay.
of a stone. Object continually emits your choice of an odor or non-verbal sound, wind, waves, chirping, or the like, which is perceivable up to 10 feet away. How tall was the building?
Probably about 15 feet. Like, you can stand very, very handily, and most creatures can stand very handily in that space.
Damn it. That's too high, though. Okay, I will go with the light. I'll make another light ball.
So how many have... I don't remember how many you've made at this point.
This is my third magical
Your third?
tinkering.
Cool.
So now I have a regular working magic light ball. Got it. All right. So, gonna be going over some of the plan with Webby. So, explaining that, if when we're in the middle of things, you're gonna be helping me out by lowering a rope so that I can climb down and I can climb back up it later. And if you see me flash the light, that means that you need to pull me up and we're going to have to haul ass out of there as fast as possible.
Okay. I can be fast.
You're going to be extra fast if if things go that way.
Oh. Okay.
Um,
It sort of leans. She leans in and she goes, "Is this a bad crime?"
crime is bad. That's why we don't do it
good
unless it's...
It sort of poses the question: Is there
Kinda.
is there good crime?
I mean, that's a big debate for people who have big brain.
Okay. It stops that line of questioning immediately.
Oh my god.
But this is a useful crime.
Okay. Useful's good.
Yeah, because they have something that I want, but I can't pay for it.
So we're gonna take it.
Yes, exactly.
What is that called?
Crime.
Okay. We're gonna crime it.
So let's see, I suppose I should run the plan through with Webby ahead of time, or do you want to go
We can TLDR that you're running the plan through with Webby. For all intents and purposes, aside from little like roleplay tidbits, you will be like you'll direct Webby and be like, I want Webby to go do this, and then she will do that.
Mhm.
So Webby, you can get her up to speed on that plan very quickly.
There was one thing I wanted to do on my way back to the inn, actually. I forgot about this.
Oh, what's up?
I want to swing by what was the Knoll,
Narton Sons?
Narton Sons?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I wanted to see if I could find like a tuft of knoll hair or something.
Easy.
Okay.
They're everywhere.
I gotta get some of that.
Okay.
And that.
Roll. You know what? I'm gonna roll a secret check to see if anyone sees you do it.
Do I need to roll stealth?
No need to roll stealth. I mean, is Moggs trying to be stealthy about it?
Yes,
is Moggs
absolutely.
Okay. Then go ahead and roll a stealth check.
So that's 15.
15. Okay. You don't know whether or not you were seen. You felt stealthy, which is honestly very good. You managed to get a tuft of knoll hair and get out of there very quickly, at the very least. So even if somebody did see you, they're not going to really get a good beat on you.
All right, cool. I think that covers pretty much everything then. So most of the day is going to be prepping Webby with the idea of secret and crime and how the plan's going to boil down so that mechanically she's assisting rather than being confused. Okay,
cool. Yeah, she's fully whatever it is that you direct her to do in the actual like moment of. There's no need for Moggs to vocalize any of it, but you say like Webby will do this and she'll do it. Cool. So after that point, is there anything else that you wanted to prepare with or prepare for? Or is that kind of everything?
That I think is everything that I need.
For now, at least.
Yeah, got that covered. We'll go through those things when we get there. And then, yeah, so I imagine I'll probably see the party at dinner, but up until that point I'm prepping, and then after that I'm going to bed early so that I can get up early.
Cool. Okay. Awesome. So we'll go ahead and cut from there to the rest of the party. You guys are emerging from the stockade after just having interrogated a man, and It's still sprinkling outside, of course, as it always is in Zalam. But the four of you, Harvey, Billy, Caius, and Lumia, are together. And as far as you understand, if you were to be split up, the general consensus would be to meet up back at the tavern at the end of day. So wherever Moggs is, they'll probably meet you there. So what would you guys like to do?
Billy, after getting out of the place, will mention like, do you guys know where the church is? The Church of Suwwo, I guess, not the other one. I think there's another one, right?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Church of Suwwo, and then there's the Temple of the Host.
Oh yeah. I'm looking for the Church of.
I mean, I thought you would know. You've been here longer than all of us.
That's true. I haven't really
We've
been out
only-
a lot.
Huh.
That is actually true. For the most part,
Get the map
Billy has
out.
been in the official building.
That's fair.
Oh.
We can go ask someone.
Yeah, that'd be fine. If you guys don't want to come with me, that's fine too. But I will be going for just a little bit to try to go. talk to
Oh no!
someone.
I would like to learn more about this.
Yeah.
From what you told us back in the back at the Silver Spoon, I'm quite invested in this. I want
Yeah,
to know
Billy
more.
is several thousand years old, just kind of strolling around town with an ancient illness that she can choose to infect people with, by the way. And supposedly received some type of divine missive from Suwwo. So there's a lot of craziness going on. Yeah, so do you guys want to collect... Harvey, how are you feeling? Do you want to go with the rest of the party to...
I'm
the
totally
church?
down to go.
Hell yeah, cool. Okay,
Do it.
so you guys find someone, passerby, they tell you how to get to the Church of Suwwo.
Say, you there, where's the church?
And they're like, follow this bridge, it goes over a bog, and then you're gonna end up at the church. Just
Stop shaking,
don't rob me.
poor
Don't rob me, please. Please don't rob me, I'm begging you. He runs away.
I just asked for directions, but sure.
Don't pick him
But
up
the
next time.
The church is that way.
You did the thing that sometimes people do in in certain games where you have any of the buttons on your keyboard pull up your weapons and you just pull out you just put up your fucking dukes and they were like, dude, whoa.
Whoa, hey.
Everyone around you goes like, you better put those away.
Caius. I can't. We're just asking.
I didn't do anything. All I did was point.
Oh, I mean, I guess that's fair. But
Go,
instead of pointing, you gotta go like, hello, like, wave your hand. Like, hello.
Caius naturally went into the Gary's Mod fisticuff stance.
The Dr. Cooper stance.
Yes. Cool. Yeah, you guys get directions to go to the church. It's a little ways away. It's not like an insane
Oh
distance. but
god, so much mud.
This town is larger than Hence by a good margin. This is a several thousand person town. It's not a city by any stretch of the imagination, but you have, a great amount of diversity in the landscape and buildings that are here. So you go across a bridge across a bog, and you end up at the the Church of Suwwo, which looks to be a relatively sort of not squalid isn't the right word. It's older than a lot of the buildings here. It looks like it might have been erected first, not literally the first thing that was built. That is most certainly the Temple of the Host, but the Church of Suwwo may have been erected shortly thereafter. And it's this stone building on what looks like a foundation that may have shifted slightly, and so there's certain areas where stonework is a little dilapidated and may have been replaced and is patchy in some places. But one of the things that you do see is that as you enter into the church itself is very lively looking. There's a lot of trees and greenery, and there looks like some cobblestone path that leads up to the actual staircase and then entranceway. And the doors are open. You do see that there is what looks like a half-elven man that is kind of sweeping the grounds outside. He doesn't really pay you guys any mind. It doesn't look like he's there to greet you, but he is maintaining it with a broom and such of that nature. You step inside up the staircase, and you see that there is on the back wall a stained glass window. that has what looks like an image of a, frankly, a lot of you guys probably would not have seen this before. It is an image of a globe. It looks like what you would imagine this planet, Ashela, would look like from space.
Whoa.
And it looks like there are a pair of hands behind it, almost cradling it. That is the official symbol of the Church of Suwwo, is a pair of hands cradling the earth.
That's cool.
There's not really a lot of people in here right now. There's maybe like one person in a pew that is praying, and up at the front, however, you do see that it looks like there's somebody in maybe a nun's habit that is currently tending to something at the altar at the head.
Okay. Well,
Gaius is like spinning around as he's looking around because this is like,
It's a nice place.
this is a place that he has never
Billy's
like really
also
encountered
spinning.
before.
There are, I mean, think of some type of high Gothic church. Yeah, that'll probably be it's much smaller than a lot of the grandiose designs that you might see, but you do see that there's some iconography
Mini high
here and
Gothic
there.
church.
Basically, there's some iconography here and there. You do see a couple of other things. Suwwo is known as the goddess of the sphere, so you do notice that there's a lot of spherical iconography. A lot of their holy relics and stuff of that nature are represented in literally just sphere shapes. But do you want to approach the person at the front?
Yeah.
You see that they're currently tending to something, and as you get a little closer, you all notice that they are taller than all of you.
Oh my god.
And then they turn around, and you do see that in this nun's habit is a female dragonborn. She is what looks like looks like a white dragonborn. She has these ice blue eyes that look at you guys. It's a little startling at first, like exactly how almost
People with blue eyes be like.
yeah, almost luminescently blue these eyes are. She turns to look at you through these slits that at first are a little wider, as it looked like she was tending to something that she was relaxed doing, but as all of you approach her, they narrow very suddenly as she's now seeing strangers enter the church that she hasn't seen before. So obviously maybe a minor amount of apprehension that kind of comes forth just by her glancing at you, but immediately she sort of closes her eyes, tilts, smiles, and goes, "Oh, hello, newcomers to the church. It's so wonderful to see you all. Are you here to pray or simply asking questions about the goddess?"
Yeah, the latter. I actually have something here that I need someone to take a look at. A clerical member take a look at and help me with.
Well, you've come to the right place. That would be me. I'm Sister Zyratex. It's a pleasure to meet you. She holds out a hand to shake.
I hold out my hand to shake. I'm a little cold.
She shakes your hand, and she is also cold, being a white dragonborn.
Oh.
And so she does notice that you are not warm. She goes, "Oh, what? That is not typical for your kind. You're warm-blooded, aren't you?"
Yeah.
What? She sort of is looking to the rest of you as if she's expecting some sort of explanation from someone else. She was like, "What happened?"
Gives a shrug.
Kaius is still like enamored with the surrounding stuff because
I'm feeling like a baby.
and she then
Pretty
sort
much.
of like gestures to Caius and goes like, "Is he supposed to look like a fire guy?"
Oh,
Just
yeah,
wondering
I
if
think
that's
so.
also a question that you have, if this is sort of like an elemental deal.
I mean, it seems to be elemental, but
So he's
wasn't-
involved with your questioning?
No.
Okay.
But, and I'm also not involved with the questioning. Like
You're-
my
Well,
But
she
I
looks
am
at me and goes like,
involved.
"Are you?"
no, I'm asking the question, but I can't. It's not about my body.
All right. She nods. She says,
It's
"Come,
about-
why don't we go ahead and enter the office? It would be easier to speak in there." If
Billy does
anyone
not have
wishes-
high charisma.
If anyone wishes to join us, they most certainly may. In as long as what did you say your name was, ma'am?
Billy.
Billy. It is a pleasure to meet you, Billy. If anyone would wish to come and partake of this conversation, you're more than welcome to. She enters what looks like a door in the back, which leads outside, and then goes to a much smaller wooden building that is out the back and enters inside. There's a little office area with like a desk and some books and stuff like that. There's a couple more chairs for you guys to sit down at, and she sits at the end of the desk and goes, well, that is much better now that we have a little bit of privacy. What were your questions, Miss Billy?
So, when did, oh god, how do I ask this? I'm not from here. And,
I will admit...
and things are a little different
I will admit,
here.
Billy, that I do have some amount of understanding from the Road Wardens Association. You are cursed
Old.
in some way?
You
It
could
seems
be
like
as
what she,
old.
this is out of character. It seems like what she has been informed of is the fact that they believed there may have been a risk of some sort of infectious outbreak. There wasn't an infectious outbreak, which is why you were up until this point fully like locked off in the road war. Yeah, you were quarantined. But now that you're not, and you're actually able to walk around, there's a couple of people. There's a handful of people in Zalom that give you like wayward glances. She's not judging or but she's being cautious. She's like, you're infected with something going on.
I think it more like it's a curse, not like infection.
Okay. All right. Is that what you've come to discuss, or is this a matter of other importance?
Other importance. I have these, and I start to, like, unceremoniously get out these fucking papers and everything on research of what I have so far on this prophecy thing, and I'll like hand it to her.
You hand her. What do you hand her first? Like, what are the words that she can read first?
Probably like
prophecy
like
from
a
Suwwo?
little bit of a journal note of like I went on this day of this time to go to Suwwo, and she told me that I needed to do something, and then
So
and then I hand her
she
the
takes
prophecy thing.
She takes the documents, she takes the prophecy, she starts reading, and you guys all see her expression go through several different stages, where the first one is this expression of disbelief in almost like a little bit of a negative way, where she's like, oh, you're fucking with me. And then she goes through disbelief in like a little bit of an incredulous way, where she's like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? This is fully accurate historically. How do you know these things? And then her expression almost... It's hard to tell whether it goes into an expression of like reverence, where this is someone who has spoken directly with the deity that she worships, or deep-seated concern for the fact that this person has a prophecy from a god that has not been seen in hundreds of years. So she looks up to you, Billy, and she goes, the DM has to poop. I have to...
Is anyone else in the room?
I have to go to the restroom. I'm so
Holy
sorry.
shit!
All at once. I gotta be right back.
I was like, what?
To be continued.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we were laughing
Well,
forever.
I'll find out the VOD. Okay. So she does not say the DM needs to go take a poo-poo.
No, that's canon.
That's
We're leaving
canon.
that.
That's
You
canon.
said it.
Sister Zaratex looks up at you, Billy, after getting a good look at the documents that you've given to her. She sets them down on the table, and she leans back in her chair. And she sort of goes, how long have you been walking in the modern world now?
6 months.
And you were, sort of looks down at your notes and finds a particular place, frozen up until that point.
Yeah.
By what you assume to be something
like
in relation to the Brothers'
God
War.
magic.
Yes, okay. Good, making sure I'm on the same page. And this this prophecy of yours, it's asking you to find someone.
Yeah.
Someone, she looks at the page again, yet to be born?
I'm assuming they're here now, because at the time it was like...
I definitely understand that you're several thousand years ago at this point that you received this prophecy. So perhaps now the prophecy could use a little update, but at the time at least, someone who had yet been born, but likely is now.
Yeah.
Right. What could I do to help?
I guess maybe, if I could, look through some textbooks of Suwwo's, maybe there's something in there that I could...
She immediately
look
looks over to. It looks like there's a stack of books that are somewhat similar. They're small books. They're not like super thick. She grabs one and hands one to you.
thank you.
And it is a text of philosophy relating to the Order of the Sphere.
Oh, thank you.
She says, "You are more than welcome to keep that book. That is a book of philosophies for the Order. It has the majority of teachings regarding Suwwo and her mythology and teachings. If there's any clue that I might be able to provide, that book could just as readily do so. If it's simply matters of faith that you're seeking, I could potentially see if there's any obscure text, but this isn't anything I'm aware of in our texts. I've never seen nor heard. There's no hint of what this could be in our sacred texts. There's nothing in her teachings that discuss finding someone. As far as I understand, Suwwo was very much so isolated. The only people that she knew were Golemon and Aurelia. Well, on a very technical sense, she knew her followers, but she hasn't been seen for... It has to be about 280 years now.
Do you, Okay, I'll take the book and probably.
You're cutting out. You're saying probably, and then we don't hear anything.
And then probably go pray to her.
That might be a good idea, yes. Would you like some incense to burn?
Yeah, I've never.
She hands you, looks like a pair of sticks of incense, and she assumes that you have a tinderbox or match or something of that nature.
Probably,
with you.
yeah.
And she sort of takes the rest of you back out towards the church again to the altar, and you see it looks like there is a unsurprisingly sphere that is on this little stand, this little three-pronged metal stand, and this sphere has a bunch of holes in which you can insert this stick of incense to light it to burn. Looks like there's an ashtray underneath it to catch the ashes that fall from the incense. She helps you slot the incense and says, whenever you're ready to pray, go ahead and burn the incense. And as far as Suwwo's teachings go, as long as those incense are burning, she will hear you. Whether or not she responds is to be seen.
Man, I wish I could talk to her.
This woman has almost a pang of jealousy where she goes, me too.
I nod and turn away.
If you need anything else, I will be tending to the grounds with Mr. Victor. She
Is that his name?
gestures to the half-elven man.
Oh.
And the two of them go off to the corner and start discussing matters of the church, leaving you
Is
guys.
he hot?
Oh my god, no, he's perfectly average.
Damn.
Good line of thinking, though. Good line of thinking. I like the way you think.
He's a hence 9, but he's a Swarvel 7.
Oh my god.
Do you like the incense and pray?
Yeah, I do, but I don't say anything out loud. But I do, in my mind, I
If
go
you want to DM me your prayers,
yeah, I'll
you
DM you.
absolutely can. For the uninitiated, I do like to leave a lot of stuff, especially regarding reaching the gods, up to chance. So typically, I will roll a d100, and if a 100 is rolled, a prayer is.
You know what? I will say it out loud. Because Billy's not as charismatic, she probably wouldn't really care if someone heard her. She'd be like, okay, Suwwo, I came here to ask some questions. I got the book, and I think that's nice, and I know that's probably gonna take a while, and I'm really not that strong, so even if I went to go fulfill this prophecy, and I probably won't be strong enough. So if you could just help me with that a little bit, and my new friends are cool. They're very nice. Thank you.
Oh,
Cool. The incense burns for just a little bit longer. It smells very pleasant. The smoke that comes off is this very floral, wonderful
Thanks.
scent. But after it burns completely, you are left in silence, the same as you were before.
I'll get up.
Okay.
Alright.
This reminds me of one of the shaman rituals that they do back in Faelwen when communing with the ancestors.
Really? Could you tell me more about it?
As you guys step out of the church to go to wherever it is you want to
Yeah.
go next, you can discuss this for sure.
Yeah. Well, not exactly, because I wasn't a shaman in that circle, so it just
Oh.
reminds me of that.
It's pretty common, honestly.
I see. I mean,
Yep.
I'm from a totally different country, and here they are still doing it.
Mm-hmm.
small world.
Not really.
Caius, as far as you're aware, there
Mhm.
were two different types of rituals that involved incense. One of them was communing with the deities, in which
Mhm.
case they tripped balls, and the other one was before they would go into battle, in which case they tripped balls.
So wait, are you telling me that Kais has tripped balls before, besides the
Almost
drug?
certainly. You've been on hallucinogenics and everything.
I mean, well, I guess this one isn't the one that I'm used to, because if I'm always going into battle and tripping
Yeah,
balls,
you see
that's
her
a
light up-
crazy thought.
You see her light up the incense, and you're actually a little concerned, but then you actually get a sniff of it, and you're like, oh, that's nothing like what we used to use. Like, what you used
It's
to
not
use
even
smells like...
loud.
What you
Do
used
I have some on me? Please say yes. Did I
will
bring
let
some with
you-
me?
roll a d20. I'll say
Oh.
a 19 or a 20 you have.
My God,
Oh my god.
you!
Have some
I'm
what
about-
again?
10% chance.
I'm about to have that dank on me.
If it's a 19, you've got
Please.
enough for like one use. If it's a 20, you've got enough for two.
Ah!
It's all good.
Bear
Sorry,
pulls out
Greta.
this $70 gram of Reggie's he bought.
Cool. So you guys step out. Where would you like to go next? The day is still, I mean, the sun is maybe halfway in the sky, so you got a lot of time.
Did we want to go see where Moggs is? Because she's probably doing stuff, and maybe she could help us out with the quest.
We probably should, because if the raccoon quest is close enough to town, we might actually have time to complete that before nightfall, before it gets
Oh, yeah.
really dangerous.
That is
We
true.
could get to go
yeah.
see them.
Cool. Do you guys want to head back to the tavern?
Yeah.
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 No, we're
Doesn't
gonna
take
head.
very long. It's maybe a 15-minute walk back to the Silver Spoon. Once you get there, you see that it is exactly the same as you left it. You step inside. It looks like at this point, maybe about midday, there are more people here. People who are having lunch, travelers that have come off the road that are resting their feet. A couple of road wardens, maybe, just here and there. The people that you guys came in the caravan with are also here. They are staying at the Silver Spoon. And I would say at this point in the day, Moggs is in fact back. I would say, Moggs, you're probably at this stage finishing up at the very, very end of telling Webby like what the plan is. So you guys step in. You don't see Moggs here, but presumably they might be in the room.
Is it
Okay.
possible for me to? I want to go grab a bite to eat.
Yeah,
That's
that's
just
fine.
an off-screen thing. It's not like just
Uh,
not really about to go through this.
You go grab a bite to eat. It's a lot more. It's like a salad, but it's like a hearty salad. It does come with what looks like some chicken, some good dressing, some bacon bits, stuff of that nature. It is a nice salad, but it is chock full of mostly greens overall.
I'm gonna glare at you the whole time you're eating that chicken salad.
I'm gonna
Do they ha-
meander up to Mog's room and see if they're there.
Yeah, you go ahead and give a knock on the
I'll
room.
I'll eat with Caius.
Moggs, you do hear that there is a knock at the door after you've just finished telling Webby what the plan is.
Oh, who is it?
Yoo-hoo! It's me, Moggs. What are you doing in there?
It's me. Who?
It's Lumi. I know you recognize my voice.
Open the door.
Cool. Webby is at this point on the ceiling. As you step in, the door opens. You see Webby dancing on the ceiling, and you see Moggs in the room.
Give Webby a
Oh my god,
wayward
they're
glance.
stick bugging.
Yeah, Webby holds up. Webby has gotten into the habit of holding up one of their front legs and waving. So they do that.
Hi, Webby.
Hello.
What's up?
So, have you had a good afternoon? Where have you been?
I was just wandering.
Ah, makes sense. Well, hey, we're thinking about going to do that raccoon bounty. Would you be interested in coming with us?
Yeah, catching the 5?
I don't
Four?
I believe
remember,
it's 5
honestly.
raccoons, You know what? I'll take a look here. Hold on.
I think it is 5.
I think
It's
because
10.
4, 25 each, up to 4, and the 5th was
5
a whole
raccoons.
extra 100.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. How hard can it be to catch a raccoon, right?
Famous last words. All right, we'll give it a try. Let's go downstairs. I think everybody's eating if you're hungry.
Also, what's a raccoon?
Oh. Well, they're these funny little... Do you know what a cat is?
Probably, yeah. I'm gonna say yes.
They have little pointy ears. They look kind of like that, except they're a little bit more mischievous. They're very cute, actually, but it sounds like they've been making some trouble. They're kind of like gray and black.
All right, come on, Webby. Let's go catch some stuff.
Okay. We're catching cats.
Yep.
Yep. They go downstairs with you.
They come back downstairs, and you see like Caius is
Webby
picking out all
sounds suspicious.
the Caius is picking out all the meat around the salad.
Billy will eat the salad.
The waitress has come by and been like, "Do you just want a fillet? I can go ahead and whip that up for you."
Yes, please.
She brings you like she like takes your order and elaborates a little bit on what she assumes that you want. She comes back with what is effectively a grilled chicken, like multiple grilled chicken fillets with cheese and bacon on it.
Billy takes like if Kaius pushes aside the salad, Billy will pick it up and like basically cast frostbite on it and go like iceberg lettuce.
Holy fucking shit!
What? Caius is
Iceberg lettuce.
Roll a Constitution saving throw to see if you throw up, Caius. I'm joking.
Are you serious? I was about to say.
No, I'm joking.
Oh my god. No, man.
You can't. Hey, this isn't Noctala. Making a fist joke.
Look here. I'm glad it's going to go. I don't need that. Please, just meat. It's fine. He's by no means like a carnivore, and he eats some green.
You gotta get that protein in, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, she comes back with your fillets and she gets everybody else's orders. You guys have a moment to kind of jot down a plan for what it is that you need to do. The actual quest itself, I'll go ahead and run it through one more time just that way everyone is aware. I run into some trouble with the law and intend to solve it with coin. Despite being warned about wildlife from the mainlands, I secretly stowed several raccoons with me to bring them here during my last voyage to Tabata. They are wild raccoons, and they chewed free of the crate I hid them in to flee into the wilderness. Hold on, I misspelled something. I require the aid of a skilled tracker and trap layer to catch but not harm these raccoons. There are 5 in total, and though I am willing to provide partial payment in the event that you can retrieve fewer than 5, it will not be proportional to the amount I will give you if all 5 are safely retrieved. It is from Bart of Nart & Sons. You will get 25 gold per raccoon, with an additional 100 gold if you manage to retrieve all 5. So it'll be 25, 50, 75, 100, and then 200. So a potential 200 gold bounty. Do you guys have a plan? You guys want to talk about that?
So I can move like earth around. Maybe someone else could help with making a trap that won't hurt them. Like they can fall into because they probably won't be able to climb out. Maybe Mog to help me.
If you guys
They
want
can
to
probably definitely climb out though.
if you want to
You
come
think
up with
so?
some traps to lay.
Yeah.
Like if it's just like dirt,
It's like
a
5
dirt
foot
wall.
deep.
I mean,
Yeah, but they can climb
They climb
pretty well.
trees.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Maybe you can have a net in it.
Does anybody have a bonus to like animal handling?
Yeah, I was about to ask.
I will say that Raccoon does have a natural climbing speed, so
Great.
Maybe we can buy a net, and then they can fall into the net, and then that'll be good.
I have animal handling 4.
that's pretty good.
Does
That
anyone
is
have
pretty
animals speaking? Speak to animals, whatever that is.
Nope.
Gamba.
It'd be really nice to have a ranger.
Right?
Yeah.
For this quest specifically. Ironically, this whole campaign kind of like a ranger would thrive in this campaign.
So I don't see how much of a big deal a raccoon will give us. I mean, we could just catch them, right? Like,
Well, raccoons love food, so maybe we're
love food.
overcomplicating it. If we can track them and maybe bring some food along the way, maybe we could catch them. I do agree with Billy though. We may need some nets because I don't think they're exactly going to go with us willingly.
Oh my
They're
god,
wild
they're
animals.
They're gonna do the thing where they go up on their hind legs
Wait.
and they go like, "Please give me the food. Please give me the food."
Caius, have you finished any of those kegs that you bought?
why would you
wanna
like
get some
some?
drunk?
No, but if you finished one, we could use it as a container.
Poke some
Man.
holes in it.
I still have about half a keg. I mean, we didn't even get through one whole keg.
It's true.
Oh.
We have to drink it dry.
I'm not wasting my.
Unless you want to like
life.
drown it in there.
Oh my!
You know what? That's number 2. You're turning kind of dark, buddy.
That's number 2 what?
First you split the goblet in half.
Harvey.
Now you're talking about drowning raccoons.
No, I
Webby starts dancing and goes, drowning.
No.
said
Oh god!
you want to drink it dry unless you want to drown them in there. Is what I said.
Oh.
No, I would. Are you? So you're telling me?
I wasn't.
To
I
drink
wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't suggesting put the raccoons in there and
Look.
drown them.
Look, I don't look. I can drink half a barrel of ale, but I promise you, I won't be any good of use to you.
I mean, I guess a little day drinking among friends in pursuit of a bounty couldn't be that bad, right? I mean, how many tankards does that even equate to?
Last time we've only went through 7 tankards of ale. I think one keg is what? I think one keg was. I think he said. How
I
many?
don't remember. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it
We
was
could
like
just go
5.
buy an empty.
I think it was
barrel.
16. Oh, yeah. Actually,
Yeah,
do you
or
have
like
any?
a crate.
Just ask the. Can we just ask the barkeep or the?
Yeah, she is like moving plates around and stuff. If you want to wave her over, she comes by.
I'm also
Hey,
down for all of us to get sloshed and then go
Do you-
chase raccoons.
Do you have
I
any
would
empty
come by
barrels
Empty Well, I mean,
or
I could go
crates?
and- I could certainly go check. Are you looking to purchase an empty crate or barrel?
We could
I
pay
mean-
for it.
Yeah, we could.
Okay. Yeah. Let me go. About what size would you want it to be?
Enough to hold 5 cats.
She opens her mouth as though she's about to say something, and then she goes, "Okay," and she goes to the back, and then she kind of pokes her head out, and she goes, "To hold them tightly or loosely?"
Loosely. They need to be comfortable.
Do they?
Okay. She goes to the back.
Yeah, they need to be
She
comfortable.
comes back out and she says, "Well, as it happens, I do in fact have an empty barrel. The barrel itself is not entirely valuable to me, so I'd be more than all right with parting with it for perhaps 2 silver."
Okay, I'll give her 2 silver.
Wonderful. She takes it and she says, "Okay, I'll go ahead and make sure to get the barrel out front for you. It's not super massive, but it'll be easier to roll it. It is relatively heavy."
Guys can probably carry it.
Oh, most certainly.
Oh yeah, no problem. Just I'll take it with me.
She sort of gives you a thumbs up, and then she goes, "Would you like me to just roll it out here to you?"
Yeah, that'd
Sure.
be great.
She goes to the back and brings a barrel. It's like it goes up to probably like Caius's mid-thigh. It's big enough to easily hold 5 raccoons. They will if it is upright, they will almost certainly be standing on each other. But if it is on its side, they'll be fine. And she
We're
says,
going to roll them?
would you like the lid as well, just to
Yeah.
making sure that I'm understanding?
Yeah,
You're
definitely.
catching. Are you answering the recall on the bounty board, perhaps?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go ahead and get the lid for you. She gets the lid. She even provides you with a couple of pegs to kind of like the way that like you can nail this down is you put the lid in and then you take a couple of nails and sort of like nail them sideways into places where the lid doesn't jostle free. So as you catch a raccoon, you'll have to undo the lid and then put them in and then nail the lid back on. That's probably like a minute process round trip. But you have the barrel. Go ahead and add a raccoon catching apparatus here.
Let's go.
I will say it is somewhat cumbersome, so if you do
Wait,
have
am I putting
this,
it in my inventory? I guess I
Whoever
am the
wants
one
to carry
carrying
it.
it. I guess
It
I
is-
would be me.
it is
Yeah.
somewhat cumbersome, so I will say that in all likelihood, if you intend to fight, you will have to drop it at your feet when the fight starts.
I'm just running around with the barrel on my
Or you
back.
can hit people with it.
Yeah,
can
you
we,
can use
like-
it as an improvised weapon?
Can we like attach a rope to it so I can just wear it like a backpack?
Sure.
You have it in your inventory, right?
I do have rope. Remember that time we used the rope to scale a mountain?
You can
Yeah.
absolutely
I do
use
have
that
that
rope
still.
to tie that to your back. If you wanted to, even temporarily, you can just put your bag in the barrel. The barrel's bigger than your bag.
I'm gonna forget it in there, and the raccoon are gonna have a field day, and I have
Yeah,
some
they're gonna
drugs
take
in
your
there.
stuff. Oh no.
You guys pop open the barrel again. The raccoons are just sitting there like, whoa.
They're wielding a sword.
Yeah, they're upright and they're talking now.
Oh god, where's my?
Uh,
It's in front of me. It's on one iPad. Got it.
Yeah, so you guys have the barrel, so whatever you want to jot that down in your inventory as, it sounds like the beginnings of a plan have formed. Once you guys finish eating, the day is still young. I will probably say it is about 1 p.m. at this point. The travel time for you to get to the location where this quest begins is maybe an hour. It's like a couple miles outside of town. So you hour there, hour back, you'll be back before sundown. Sundown in this place is probably about 7, 8 p.m. So given that it is 1 p.m., you have about 5 hours of daylight to burn to catch these raccoons.
Then I
with
guess
that-
we
yeah,
got we got to make a move.
Hell yeah.
Track 'em.
So I am going to assume that you guys head outside of town in the direction that the quest gives for where the raccoons potentially were headed first.
Yes.
I would like for everybody here to make a survival check. We are looking for we're looking for effectively more successes than failures. That is what we're looking for.
Morning, guy.
Oh my god, that was almost a 20. Oh my god.
Oh no,
Okay.
do I die?
Remember that natural ones count for double failures and natural 20s count for double successes.
I don't like this. We've already gotten what?
Don't worry
It'll
about
be
it.
fine. It's the raccoon quest. What's the word?
Oh, what is happening?
What is happening?
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I'm going to ask who rolled 10 or higher.
Only Lumia.
Me.
So
Oh
Lumia
yeah, that's
nods,
right.
so that's 2.
Oh, wait, that's right. I add stuff to that.
So Harvey, you rolled a natural 1.
Yeah,
What's your bonus?
0.
Fuck. Okay, so that's 2 successes, 2 failures. Billy, what'd you roll total?
A 5.
Okay, so that's 3 failures, 2 successes. So Caius, what'd you roll?
I'm inspiring myself.
You're gonna inspire. Okay, what's your bonus to survival?
It's +2.
+2, so you need an 8.
I
or
had a
higher.
6.
If you want to, I will let you do this instead. Do you want to let Harvey reroll using your inspiration? Because Harvey
Yes.
rolled a natural 1. And so if you were to let Harvey reroll, that would remove 2 failures and
Yeah.
instead leave you with 1. Okay, yeah, Harvey, go ahead and reroll. So
Then I
we
appreciate it. Let me.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
So I believe we're at 2 successes.
Okay.
1 failure. Okay, so that should
Okay,
be a
12.
success, right? As far as I
Yeah.
understand, that's a majority success.
Uh-huh.
3 of you succeeded and 2 of you failed because Harvey was the one who rerolled.
Oh yeah, that's right. Nice.
So a good use of inspiration for this first
Yeah, thank you, Beck.
leg of the
No
journey.
problem, man.
You.
Returning the favor from last time.
Cool. Let me go ahead and pull the quest itself up. Wonderful. Awesome. So the first inkling that you get, the first track that you see, given that it is quite damp in this place, it's a little tough to catch a lot of tracks, but the first tracks are actually very easy to see. As you see what looks like just a pack of tracks, these little footprints that can only really be raccoon tracks. You see that there's a ton of them leading in a particular direction, and then they branch out in all sorts of directions. The majority of these tracks simply vanish into muck and grime, but you can see 2 sets of tracks continuing on in a direction that is easy to follow. What do you do? They're going in the same direction, both of them are.
Oh,
I'm gonna try to be quiet while we move along. I'll be
Okay.
like, maybe we should try to stay low, so they don't hear us coming.
Do you guys want to make a group stealth check?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. And remember that
Oh.
anyone who has disadvantage will have to roll twice, and anyone who has companions will have to roll for them too.
Guidance.
I just smell a nat 1. I promise you, I do. I have bad luck with this.
Don't worry.
Also
no, it's
gonna-
I got it.
I'll roll stealth, but I'm also my 2 stealths, but I'm also gonna cast Long Strider on Webby.
Stupid.
So this is for me. Woo.
What did
Oh wait, I roll a disadvantage. Well, can't be much worse than that, right?
Don't say that.
I rolled at disadvantage too, but it's
You
still
know
okay.
what'll happen. Okay.
Okay. So and then for Webby.
And I'll let you guys memorize what it is that you guys rolled. Starting with Billy, what is your stealth?
16 total.
Okay. Caius, what is yours?
Got a 8.
All right. Lumia, what is yours?
15 total.
Oh, wonderful. Moggs, what did you get? And then what did Webby get?
4!
4 for you.
11 for Webby.
Okay. And then Harvey, what'd you get?
21.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
Okay. Largely successful, it seems. The majority of the party is contributing to the success of the rest of you. You trudge through the muck and grime, trying to make as few splishes and splashes as you can. Harvey, you are light on your feet. You're not overly familiar with this type of climate or really landscape, but it's just like any other. As long as you're soft-footed, you'll be able to go through this quite unabated. And so you kind of head the party's attempts to be stealthy rather successfully. There's maybe 1 or 2 times where a couple members of the party either stumble or make a loud noise or something like that, and you lightly coach them in making sure that they can continue on unabated.
Hey, shut the hell up.
And there comes a point where you guys reach a small sort of tuft of underbrush with a couple of trees. And the tracks lead directly into this underbrush. What is everybody's passive perception?
Mine is 10.
Well,
16.
Okay,
17.
beautiful.
Wait, why do I don't know?
Passive perception, 10
it's
plus whatever
10.
your perception. Okay, cool. So Moggs and Harvey, you both managed to spot a couple of the leaves inside this bit of underbrush are rustling in ways that are not the consequence of the wind.
I lied. It's 18. Right?
What do you guys do?
I mean, well, we don't notice it. I think it's just those two that notice it.
It is just Harvey and Moggs that
I'm
notice
sorry,
it.
what was it?
In the underbrush where the tracks are leading you to, there's a tuft of these sort of bushes and brambles and trees and stuff of that nature that is directly ahead of you that kind of cuts through the rest of the bog. There is movement within there that is obviously not as a consequence of the wind.
Okay.
Something is in there.
Can't see anything, guys. I don't.
Yeah. Can I get like up into the trees to see if I can like see.
Well, the only trees
down.
that are actually there would be the underbrush, and it's like maybe 15 feet by 20 feet. So if you approached, whatever's there will absolutely hear you or see you.
Okay, I couldn't try to like sneak up and see what it is.
If you want to make let's go ahead and say that your 21 would probably carry you through here. If you wanted to split off from the party and go up to the underbrush, you absolutely can. If you get close enough, you'll be able to see what it is.
Okay, do you guys think I should go take a look?
Do you see something?
Yeah, do you?
I hear something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you think you can be sneaky enough.
Okay, if it runs, I'll try to direct it back to you guys.
Okay, I'm.
Okay.
When he says that, Kai's kind of takes the barrel down and like gets it ready.
Yeah, do you guys want to like, what's the formation as Harvey is doing this? Are you guys all still approaching from the same direction, or do you guys want to kind of surround this?
Have you?
Oh. Maybe
Can we do like
that's-
a? Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, after you. No, after you.
I insist.
I was just gonna say maybe we should surround it.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
should surround the whole area.
Like,
That way we can
lure-
react.
Lure them to me; they won't get by.
Okay, so
Remember,
you guys do
Caius,
you've got
catch.
six bodies, including Webigail. If you want to entrust her with one sort of like job here, you absolutely may. Unless you wanted Moggs to be mounting Webigail at this current juncture.
I think Moggs is mounted, and I'm going to be prepared for if I see anything, try to make a break for it to rush it down and grab it.
Okay, cool. So you guys effectively get into this sort of diamond formation around this area as Harvey is approaching. I'm gonna go ahead and say that your stealth check from before will carry you through here, and your passive perception will also carry you through. The first thing that you see is you creep up closer and closer, silent as can be. Your feet finally touch what is mostly dry land, which is what you assume the reason these raccoons are here for, is that everything else is dry. Or everything else is wet except for this area, which is covered by trees and therefore slightly less damp than everything else. But you peer in and you can see there is what would not be enough for a clearing for you guys, because this is obviously a very small little tuft of underbrush, but what is enough for a clearing for a raccoon: 2 damp, muddy, ruddy-looking, slightly malnourished and frightened raccoons. You have the opportunity to attempt to grab one of these raccoons. If you attempt to grab both, you'll do so with disadvantage. And it
What would
will.
it be to roll?
I'll ask what Harvey feels might
yeah.
work, and I'll assign a DC according to it. If you say something like Arcana, the DC is 50, but if you say something like Sleight of Hand or Athletics or Acrobatics, it'll be a more reasonable DC.
Okay.
If you say, I want to use my power of the arcane to... All right?
I will want to grab one with acrobatics.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Acrobatics will work here. Go ahead and roll for it. See if you can manage to grab this little guy.
All right. I do have my Kenku recall for.
Okay, so you'll use Kenku Recall?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So 11 plus.
16.
Okay, so 16. I am going to roll a acrobatics check for the raccoon. Okay, awesome. So here is the scene that unfolds. Harvey, you inch ever closer. You reach a point where no amount of stealth will keep you from being seen. And both of the raccoons look up at you with wide eyes. You have a split second to make a decision, and you effectively, like, dolphin dive towards one of them, because otherwise it will get away. Like there's thorns and stuff here that if you like were to step over them, you would trip.
I'm thinking like my arms are down at my sides and I'm trying to scruff him with my beak.
Oh my God.
In this bush, I'm just wiggling in there.
That's not good.
Did you get him?
You manage to grab a hold of one of the raccoons, who immediately starts turning into a ball of teeth and talons, and does 2 damage to you as they bite into you. And they're making the most god-awful chittering noise and screeching. And the other raccoon, I'm going to roll a d8 to determine in what direction they travel.
Oh yeah, are we like set up on like a fucking
here's how I'm gonna
block?
do it. I'm actually going to I'm gonna move your guys' models in such a way here.
Let's go.
So Moggs is gonna be 1. In between Moggs and Caius will be 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those will be all the faces. And I'll go ahead and roll that d8 to see where they go. So 7, straight to you, Lumia.
Yay!
On a direct path, you guys watch as you manage to grab one of these raccoons, Harvey. You do manage to grab onto them. But with the distance that you guys are spread out, the moment that this raccoon bolts from the bush, all of you do recognize that with the amount of terrain that is here and with the difficulty of trying to traverse this terrain, Lumia, you're going to be the first one in contact with this raccoon.
Oh my God!
What do you do to try to catch them?
It's running straight toward me. Can I attempt?
In a direct line.
Can
Lumia, check chat.
What?
Check chat. Oh. Oh.
Huh.
That's not a bad idea. There's no saving throw made for it.
Not a bad idea.
Raccoons have 2 health.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Okay, I guess I will cast sleep on them.
Cool. I am gonna go ahead and ask, do you want to catch the other raccoon in the spell? You won't get Harvey in it. Do you want to get both raccoons? So that way Harvey stops being torn apart.
I don't know. That's a tough decision. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it.
Cool. No need to roll both of these raccoons. The moment you cast sleep, in what way does Lumia cast the sleep spell? Is there any particular flavor that you want to add to it?
You're just gonna say nighty night.
Cool.
She has very like moon effects or something. Like
Yeah, it's almost as though there is like a very
twinkle stars.
yeah, like what you see in like kids' rooms where they have the projectors that show the like lights, the stars and the moon on the ceiling of their room kind of deal. There's like a very brief sort of like puff of a bubble of like smoke or dust or like mist or something of that nature with what looks like that symbology on it. And when it fades, the raccoon that was running towards you is unconscious with both of their arms at their side. Like not face down, but like they're on their stomach, face up, looking sort of like forwards, and their arms at their side, like. And the other raccoon, the other raccoon in your hands, Harvey, has stopped like causing problems. You get both raccoons.
Well, that was easy enough. Here. He sets the barrel down.
Well, you pop open the barrel.
They're gonna wake up very angry.
Yeah, you put both unconscious raccoons in the barrel.
How long does sleep last for?
I think it's an hour or a minute.
Oh my God.
I'll take a look.
I also have it. My spell card.
They fall unconscious until the spell ends. 1 minute.
Oh.
So you
guys hurriedly get these raccoons into the barrel, close up the barrel, and as you're nailing in the sort of like divots to keep it in place, you start to hear like the sound of angry raccoons like awakening, getting into a little bit of a tussle with each other, and then calming down. Congratulations. 2 out of 5. It is at this point, I'm gonna need everyone to make another survival check.
Okay.
I'd like to pose a question to the party.
What's up?
When we catch the next raccoon, and we take the lid off.
Oh,
We'll have to try.
Ice is just gonna mush a hand in there
Yeah.
to keep him in.
Ooh.
All right. Again, looking for more successes than we are failures. Billy.
19.
Beautiful. Caius.
14.
Beautiful. Lumia.
12.
Awesome. Moggs.
18.
Awesome. Do you want to also have rolled for Webigail?
Sure.
In the same vein as that you're technically nerfed on stealth checks, you are buffed on most other checks by having an additional person.
So that's just straight 13.
Cool. Harvey?
This is survival.
Yes.
Oops,
Okay,
ignore that.
What was that, Harvey?
13.
13, cool. Everybody succeeded. The DC is increasing incrementally as you guys progress. The first one is 10, this one was 12, and as far as I understand, nobody rolled below a 12.
Nice.
So you very handily managed to pick up on more tracks. You see that these two tracks led here. You guys backtrack a little bit to go to the location where you had seen the sort of bundle of tracks, and you spread out a bit to kind of cover more ground until one of you manages to spot a set of tracks leading to what looks like a trap that may have been left here by someone else. I'll go ahead and say that, Billy, you catch it first. There is a pitfall trap that has been sprung by a raccoon, and the raccoon is at the bottom of a 30-foot hole.
Oh my god.
Wow.
They are... So you look down the hole, and you see... Yes, they are fine, but you do see that it is a spike pit. And you see that the raccoon is small enough to where when it fell, it went between the spikes.
Oh.
And it is currently on the bottom of the spike pit, literally bouncing up and down with its arms up, trying to climb, and not being able to get footing on any of the sticks or anything. It looks like they're coated in something to prevent the potentially poisonous, but they are coated in something. And you see the raccoon is down there damp because they're getting rained on.
Oh.
How?
I will dismount from Webby and say, fetch.
Okay. Webby immediately goes down there. I'm gonna ask you to, same as I did for Harvey, make your choice of a check, and I will determine the DC according to what you choose. For Webby to successfully manage to grasp the raccoon without injury.
We'll go with athletics.
Cool. Athletics fits as well because Webigail's climbing. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so that is a +2 plus proficiency, which I believe is still 2, right?
Cool. Yeah. So that'll be +4. I'll also go ahead and say that, like, just as a consequence of having Long Strider, this will be slightly easier. Oh yeah, far and away, easy peasy. Webigail gets down there, and you guys can hear Webigail go like, "Hello, cat," and there's no like hide nor hair of angry raccoon noises. You don't get to see the majority of it as they're climbing up because most of you guys recognize this pitfall trap is dangerous. You don't want to get too close to it. Webigail climbs back up, and you guys see this shivering, damp raccoon clutching onto Webigail.
Oh.
They're not trying to run away. They're literally attached to Webigail at this point. You guys might need to make a check to get them off.
Poor baby.
Do we want to put this one in the barrel?
We
Give him a
might
snack.
have to. And a snack. Like, put a snack in there. With
Yeah,
it.
if anyone wants to make an animal handling check to try and determine the disposition of this animal after having been retrieved from the pit, now would be the time to do so.
I feel like that'd be
Maybe Moggs,
that'd be
right?
Moggs.
Or
+4 de facto highest, I think. Okay,
13.
so 13. It looks like now that they have been rescued, if you do not secure them in some capacity within the next minute or two, they're probably going to try and bolt. They are a wild raccoon.
Oh, well.
Alright, let's try to.
In the barrel you go.
Don't worry, your family is in there.
I'm gonna let you guys elect one person to be the raccoon keeper, so they have to do the chore of trying to keep the other two raccoons in there.
Caius.
It's me.
Caius.
The consequence will not be that the raccoons get away. The consequence will be the raccoons do damage to you.
Okay,
Still
I'll take
Caius.
What type of check do you want to make?
it. To keep them down.
Yeah, to keep them down
Oh,
and to put the
strength.
other raccoon in. So do you want to do athletics?
Yeah, I'll do athletics.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check. Very funny.
Oh my god!
That one.
In
That
trees
is a
again.
natural one. Again,
Can I use my inspiration for him?
it was
No,
a
let him
one-time
suffer.
deal. It was a one-time
You
deal.
know what, cuz?
No.
Next time you roll a number one. No.
So here's the deal. I said they're not going to escape, and I'm going to stick by it. As a consequence, Caius, you are going to take double the average damage that all three of these raccoons can do to you apiece. The raccoons can do 2 damage to you. There are 3 of them, so they will do 6 multiplied by 2 for 12.
Jesus!
3 raccoons, literally, like, you know the fucking Tom and Jerry, like, brawl ball that they end up doing, where it's just like a dark cloud
Yeah.
coming out of it? It is like that with Caius. These 3 raccoons, the two ones that are in the barrel come out, and it looks like something about both of those raccoons coming out in a flurry has caused the third one that was previously shivering and scared to become aggressive and be like, oh, we're ganging up on this guy? Okay. And they just swarm you. You manage to get all 3 of them back in. You close the lid. Caius looks back up to you guys, and you see they are bleeding on their face and on their arms and on their legs and on their chest. Everywhere is just blood. Some of your clothing is like torn up.
That's
He
fucking
got beat up by a cat.
piece of shit. He's like ripping them off one by one and like shoving them back in.
You grab them by the like scruff and like toss them in, and you manage to like close the lid. You open the lid quickly, toss another one in, close it. And then after the 2 aggressive ones are put back on, the third one that was previously scared and frightened actually does kind of calm down, and so you just kind of pick them up and drop them in. You've got 3 raccoons. Congratulations!
Yay!
So there's only 2 more to go.
If you're his about this, I'm coming. Whoever tells her, you won't. I promise you won't.
The
hear
challenging quest was actually this one the whole time.
I promise you won't hear the end of it.
Cool. I'd like for everyone to make another survival check. You're starting to see the trend of how this quest goes.
Morning, Gabby.
My clothes start to slowly come back together because I got the clothes of mending.
Oh God.
The DC for this one is harder than the previous. It will be 15.
What's with all the 4s? Did you see how many 4s we
Yeah.
just rolled?
Damn.
Yikes.
Okay, so Caius, what is your total?
I got a, what is it, survival? I got an 18.
18, so that is a success. Lumia, what'd you get?
8.
That is a failure. Moggs, what'd you get?
22.
22, and
What the
did you want to include Webigail's roll? It can technically cause problems for you if it fails.
I did technically roll it, but I would like not to.
I'll say in the future, I will let you make the determination if you want to roll for Webigail, unless I tell you that you need to. So
Okay.
for stealth stuff and things of that nature, you will have to. But for things like if it is a group success or group failure, you can choose not to roll for Webigail. I'll leave it
Okay.
up to you.
So like I can roll mine first and then decide if I want to.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you fail and you go like, okay, I might as well. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Harvey,
'cause,
what'd you get?
You did not do well.
4.
Fuck it. Okay, Billy, you are the
Yeah.
determining factor.
6.
That is 3 failures and 2 successes. Does anyone want to use any inspiration here, or does anyone want to use any other features?
Let me see if I have anything. I don't think I do.
Inspiration's still right.
I have inspiration that I'll use.
Okay.
I'm doing my part.
What was the total you had already, Harvey?
4.
4? Okay, so the D6 roll would not be able to get it high enough. I was gonna say your psychic die.
Oh, I think that only works if I have proficiency.
Oh.
I promise you I'm not helping your ass next time.
Oh,
Okay, that is more than
Yay.
enough. So turning 3 failures to successes to 3 successes to failures.
Let's go.
Very, very well done. the 5 of you continuing on, sorry, the 6 of you, forgot about Webigail, continuing on through the bog and swamplands of this place, managed to come across what looks like it's a very it's a wetlands sort of location where there are a ton of these willow trees that are coming up out of the water. And you see attached to one of the branches of the tree, not necessarily gripping onto it very much, but a semi-conscious raccoon hanging off of a branch. Those of
Poor
you,
men.
those of you. So, did anyone roll higher than a 20, or 20 or higher?
Yo.
Okay, Moggs, you see what looks like scratch marks that are leading up the tree trunk and then going over onto the branch. And as you look at these scratch marks, you know those are the raccoon scratch marks. You see some heavy gashes in the wood. Something was chasing it.
But I do not see anything that is chasing it currently.
No. Looks like whatever was chasing it must have given up.
Repeat. I dismount and tell Webby to fetch.
Cool. Webby goes up there. Go ahead and make a check for Webigail.
Do another athletics.
Cool.
I, in preparation, am going to like motion to Caius and be like, let's stand under the tree just in case they fall.
I got it.
Fair.
So me and Caius like basically, oh, you know what? I get my bedroll out. Hold it with me. Hold it with me. Bedroll time.
Bedroll.
And
opening it like a net.
and then I go and I point to Harvey. If it comes out the bedroll, you catch it, okay? You
Okay.
stand like in the middle.
This
And
is very
and
important.
Lumia,
Go
if
ahead.
it's hurt, you gotta heal it, okay?
Okay, that's a good plan, actually.
Moggs, how much did Webigail roll?
8.
8? Okay. So Webigail skitters up the tree, goes like over the branch, and Webigail's not incredibly heavy. Webigail's weight is enough for the branch to snap. A branch with a making death saving throws raccoon is about to fall onto you guys.
Wait, can I fly up and grab the raccoon?
Yeah, do you want to use your once a day thing?
Is this time? Is this the first time?
It's time.
Oh shit.
Sorry, no, you don't have the once a day thing. You have the buff that I gave you, that's right?
Yeah, it's a little bit
Yeah,
slower,
absolutely.
but it works.
I'll say, go ahead and make an initiative roll. You're trying to meet or beat the DC 15 of the check that you guys were making to find this.
Why does my dice keep rocketing into the sky the second that I click
It's
it?
funny.
Oh my god.
Okay, we already had Billy and Caius were both prepping as well as Harvey, so I will allow for Billy and Caius to also make initiative rolls in the same way.
Okay.
Wait, don't you have something for initiative rolls?
I do, but it would have to be cast in advance of us having to roll initiative.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, wait, where's my die?
It launched.
It just launches as soon
Somewhere.
as you click it.
Well, I guess we'll never know.
Cool.
Give it a second.
Yikes.
Nope, it's got. Stop it!
See ya.
Oh, sweet Neptune!
No.
Harvey, do
I
you
want
want to
to
roll?
use my inspiration.
I would like to roll. What kind of check is it?
It is an
Can I
initiative
use my
check.
inspiration
Oh,
on this?
okay.
You can if Harvey fails.
We're rolling
Okay,
for
okay.
initiative.
Oh.
Why?
What?
You can use inspiration, Billy.
It didn't even touch the ground. It just got stuck on Lumia.
I'm so raccoon tonight, Bill. I can't let this raccoon.
Okay.
Can I,
You can, yes, Mog. Make an initiative roll to try and help.
What
No,
is
I-
happening, dude?
I want to cast Featherfall.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
No need to make a roll for anything like that. Every I'm gonna paint a picture.
Reaches for it and
I'm gonna
then.
paint a picture. So Webigail goes up there, and it's none of you could have predicted. The branch itself looked fine, but the moment Webigail gets to a certain point on the branch simply it doesn't even like creak or anything like that. It simply breaks apart. It looks like the tree that this raccoon went up on is almost fully dead. And so Webigail's weight was just enough to shatter this branch and bring it falling to the ground. Caius, Billy, the two of you underneath holding up your bedroll. The branch falls on both of you, rendering both of you in the mud. Harvey and Lumia, both of you are diving forwards, trying to catch the raccoon before it hits the ground, because at least on Lumia's front, you are aware this raccoon is making death saving throws, and so if it were to hit the ground, it would fail a death saving throw because it would take falling damage. You guys are diving forwards, trying to catch the raccoon to prevent that damage. And as all four of you hit the mud, it floats gently to the ground. And
He starts crying.
Webigail goes back down and then picks up the raccoon that has safely touched the ground and goes, "I got it."
Good job, Webby.
Billy starts unironically crying, like,
You guys stabilized the raccoon.
Caius is sitting here like, I will never live down this humiliation.
Lumia sits up.
Hysterical. What is happening with the rolls?
It's so bad.
It's good to get them out on this quest because the consequences for this are like, we'll like bring the raccoon to the cleric and heal it. Okay, raccoon safe. You put it in the raccoon bucket. Caius, make whatever check you want to make to put a fourth raccoon in the raccoon jar.
Wait, can I give guidance here?
Yes.
Morning guide you and your wounds.
You need this guidance. You took 12 damage. If you natural one, you're going to take 16.
Oh, I'm gonna key myself.
Death by raccoon.
I will shit my pants if you roll another
Like,
natural
I'll
one.
literally need to like take
can we
5
clear
minutes.
the board, by the way? I think all these rolls on the board are making us...
It's bad
Yeah,
luck.
they're making me nervous.
Okay, both rolls are gone.
Ugh.
You got this.
Caius is gonna rage if he misses this.
Go ahead and throw that
Okay.
inspo on there, buddy.
So what's
I
your
already used
bonus
my
to-
inspiration.
What's your bonus to athletics?
I meant guidance.
It's
Guidance.
a +6.
Okay, and then
So
what's
it's
your
11.
guidance? Beautiful.
go.
Or
That
just,
is the
you just
DC.
gently set that down on 4.
That is very funny.
That shit didn't roll at all.
I'll count it.
Give me a break. I'm having a bad day right now.
I'm just saying, man.
It is very funny because the image in my head just popped up of someone at an actual D&D table just setting a D4 down on the table on 4.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I rolled.
Like,
Cool. 15 is the DC. You open the lid and quickly slip this raccoon, who is now fully stabilized.
Caius is dunking it.
Oh my god, you guys hear a raccoon explosion inside?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not doing it that hard.
Yeah, well, a raccoon explosion isn't like 4 raccoons are suddenly pissed all at once, and you close the lid. You've got 4 out of 5. As you
Nasty little bastards.
As you close the lid on the last one, I want everyone here to make a perception check. This is not about more successes or less successes. This is about as long as any of you succeed.
Morning
Brother,
guide me.
What are these rolls?
I wish I could roll the dice instead of it. That's so insane.
Yeah, and you guys have a fucking railgun for these dice. I don't know what's happening. Oh, Harvey.
Oh my god.
How many ones is that this session?
We've had.
I've rolled like,
4 or
this is like
5.
my 3rd natural
you're-
one.
I think that is-
It's crazy.
This is the 3rd. Well, bro, you're me today.
Yeah.
You guys have to pass off who the bad player is each
Dark
session.
sided.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
Yeah, did
This is the
any of you
Boggs
guys-
quest.
who rolled a 15 or higher?
23.
Oh,
I think
you said a
that's
15 or higher?
Yes.
Where's my perception? Oh, I did. I got a 9.
Moggs, you are hearing. You rolled a 23?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you hear 2 things. The first thing that you hear is what sounds like growling and yipping that is echoing over the wind in the distance. And the second thing that you hear is a voice saying, Hello? Is there someone out there? Please, I need help.
Wait, can cats talk?
You hear someone
do you
yelling
mean?
over the wind.
Or is
We
it-
wouldn't hear that, but I guess Moggs does.
What's up?
Can cats talk?
No,
Why do
neither
you
can
ask that?
raccoons.
Now, as they have asked this, the rest of you are cluing into you're hearing something on the wind. You're not quite sure what it is.
I have a
What?
direction.
Yeah, you have a general direction on in which to travel.
I'll mount up and
Oh,
go
Okay.
very quick.
Any
Lead the
pre-combat
way.
stuff you guys want to do has to happen now. So Lumia, do you want to give anyone a bonus to their initiative?
I do. I'll go ahead and cast Vigilant Blessing on Caius.
ooh, nice.
So as far as I understand, it's an additional D8 to initiative rolls.
Well, I'm verifying. On my miscellaneous tab.
Verifying.
It just says at first level, the knight has taught you to be vigilant. As an action, you give one creature advantage on the next initiative roll the creature makes. Benefit ends
advantage.
immediately after roll. So yeah, you get
Advantage, okay.
advantage. I gotta touch you
Nice.
though, so I'm just gonna give you a quick little hug. There you go, bud.
Oh,
Damn.
thank you. Hug. Aw.
Beautiful. So nice. I'm setting up the map. Let me go ahead and get all of this.
I'm thinking of having like acid reflux or something.
How you
Like you know
doing?
when you cough too much and you like feel it, you like really feel it.
Oh yeah.
Painful.
Now that I think about it, has Caius hugged anyone?
Probably not in a long
Not
time.
yet.
He has
Not
never
his
felt the touch of a
entire
woman.
life.
Has Caius
Shut the fuck
ever
up.
hugged a person? Cool. And then we'll go ahead and drag all of you guys in here. As long as you guys are within the confines of those 4 barrels, you can set yourselves up anywhere in there.
Oh boy.
You guys see Scavardi variant that you
Dude.
have yet to see, greenback Scavardi. There are about 4 of them that are attempting to attack what looks to you guys like a raccoon, but that all of you see is on his hind legs holding
my
a
God.
stick. He is holding a stick, poking these Scavardi as they're trying to come up the rocks. And he sees all of you approach and goes, "Please help me! Please! Please! They're trying to kill me and eat me!"
Well, cats can talk.
What?
So go ahead and turn on Creature Snap to Grid.
Oh yeah. You know, this is a pleasant surprise.
And then we will get the initiative sorted.
Set.
Bell,
There we go.
Yar.
can I have a little further distance because Webby is super fast?
I'm gonna say that the Longstrider is just gonna come into play in the combat, so no.
Okay.
Having it cast just saves you the action of having to cast it in combat. Let me roll their initiatives to get them sorted. I also need to actually pull up their stat blocks. And I'm sure that it comes as no surprise to anyone here. The raccoon will not be helping you guys in combat. He is a 2 health raccoon.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
If he gets hit, he's gonna die. So you gotta protect him.
Gotta save that raccoon.
You know what? I'll even raise the stakes a little bit. He's already taken 1 damage.
You're a hater.
No.
You're half health.
You're a
Oh
hater.
my god. Why do you hate animals?
Please don't do this to me, Belle.
You're getting canceled.
Oh my god.
Please don't do this to me.
Okay, fine. He's at 2. It's not gonna help.
I know. Please don't do this to me.
Oh,
He's
Like-
at full health and he's happy.
he's at full health. He'll be fine.
Can we actually like strategize here, even like in character?
yeah.
Because I'm unsure, guys, if the priority here is to take out the Scavardi or simply get the raccoon. Because if it's to get the raccoon away from them first, I could fly up and get the
Well,
raccoon.
That does depend entirely upon the Scavardi's reactions to seeing you guys approach, which you are
Yeah, that's
about. Yeah, you are about to witness those.
Maybe they'll
reactions.
just turn towards
Well,
us.
From my understanding, the quest said to bring the raccoons back. I don't think they want them back dead, so
Yeah.
I was-
Okay, I'd like everybody to roll initiative and tell me what your totals are.
Ooh,
That's a good roll.
I got a 17.
17, okay.
Ugh.
What's your bonus to dexterity?
No, that's with the 7. That's
I know.
with the plus
What's
one.
your? I
Oh.
know. What is your bonus to dexterity?
Oh, +1.
+1. Okay, cool.
Initiative is just dex, right?
Yeah, it's just adding dexterity.
Oh god.
Oh God. All right, Haru, what'd you get?
I don't know.
Oh,
Cool.
I rolled and nothing came up.
what the fuck?
Roll again.
Billy, what'd you get?
19 total.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nothing
Why
came
is
up.
I'm looking at where your dice
I'm
went.
going to exploration mode. So maybe that's what's like happening here. Go ahead and try rolling again.
Why can't everybody else roll then?
I don't know.
Bro, your nat 1s are killing you today.
What the fuck is happening? Why is
You saw it,
Tailspire?
right?
Tailspire's a hater.
I want
What's
you to know.
happening?
Okay.
What was
No,
the
no,
first
like, just
thing-
do it again. Like, that was bad.
We're-
Do it again.
Okay, we're gonna have to physically look at this dice.
Yeah, what was
Alright.
the first thing that you rolled?
Obviously it was a 20.
I believe you.
Okay, this one I'm not touching.
There it is.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
What's your bonus?
It's Dex, right? So 18 total.
18 total. Awesome. So we'll go ahead and mark that down. Moggs, what'd you get?
5.
Fuck me. Okay, so then Lumia, what'd you get?
An 8.
Amazing. What is your bonus to dexterity?
Literally nothing.
Alrighty. So I am going to go ahead and take this opportunity to take a little pit stop, a little break. We're about 2 hours in. This will also give you guys an opportunity to strategize if you want to, or to go take breaks yourselves, and then I will set up the initiative when I return. All right. Now that everybody is back, we'll go ahead and kick into the beginning of the combat. Let me get my combat music up. I'll just go for Skyrim combat music.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah,
Dun-dun-dun.
this is very much so. Like this may be a quest that will give you money and actually does have some amount of plot going on, but at the end of the day, this is a side quest. So I feel like Skyrim combat music fits here.
Yeah. Lydia.
Alrighty. Let me turn down the rain volume as well. It's a little
Put me
The
to
rain
sleep.
do be going crazy.
There we go. Cool. Billy, you are first. Start us off. You have, from your position, you've got easy visibility of one of the Scavardi, and you have not really any visibility on any of the others. You know they're there because you saw them while you were running up here, but the tree is currently blocking your line of sight.
Okay. Total. My computer thing.
Your computer's what?
I will try to show off my stuff. I'm going to Chaos Bolt.
Okie dokie. Who are you targeting?
I'm going to target.
So as of right now, only got line of sight to that guy. If you wanted to have line of sight of these guys, you would have to move to where the tree isn't in the way.
Oh yeah, I guess I could do 5, 10, 15.
Easily. Yeah, now you have line of sight of all three.
I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt. Bring it.
Okay. Alright, so who are you targeting?
I'm gonna target the one closest to me.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and make a ranged spell attack against the target.
Ooh.
Chaos Bolt's a cool spell.
I don't know anything about it, so I'm excited.
We'll give mechanics and stuff after Mini gives flavor. All right, what's your bonus?
7.
Plus 7, so that'll be a 16 to hit. Is that correct?
16.
Yeah, that is absolutely a hit. Go ahead
Ooh,
and
okay.
roll.
A damn good bonus.
So, Chaos Bolt is on a hit. The target takes 2d8 plus 1d6 damage. choose one of the d8s. The number rolled on that die determines the attack damage. 1 is acid, 2 is cold, 3 is fire, 4 is force.
Oh, that's cool.
5 is lightning, 6 is poison, 7 is psychic, and 8 is thunder.
However,
We don't
if you roll
know
the s-
what these guys.
If you roll the same number on both d8s, it leaps to a different target other than the first one, and you make a new attack roll against that target and a new damage roll, which could make the chaos energy leap again.
Alright,
Okay, so
it's
also
either
don't forget the
poison-
d6,
Oh, and
because that's 13 right there, and then the d6 is an additional 6, 19 damage.
and I'm gonna choose the damage
God.
type to be psychic.
Okay, so either psychic or poison, you choose psychic damage. 19 psychic damage for a first level spell, ladies and gentlemen.
That's crazy.
Okay, so what does it look like as you cast this spell?
So Billy, her focus is around her neck. So she'll kind of bring it out and kind of just like hold her hand up in the air. And usually it is like a little bit cold, but this time she doesn't really look like she's concentrating on making it like a certain type of energy. She just like holds her hand out, and it's kind of like it is almost like she's like flicking it towards them.
Cool.
And it just becomes like it shoots out as like nondescript blue energy, and then it turns into like
There's like a
purple or
slot
something.
machine like ding as it reaches the target. It hits the final stage.
it's
it is psychic
RGB.
damage.
It's a RGB light.
Yeah, you fire this thing that looks like it's a lightning bolt, and then it's an ice shard, and then it's a fireball, and then it's like a thing of
Oh
acid.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
And then
yeah.
as it looks like it doesn't know what it is until it reaches the target, at which point you guys hear this almost like psychic shrill. It hits the greenback, and you guys see it falls dead on the spot with blood leaking out of its ears.
What the hell just happened?
How much damage was that again, Minnie? That was
19 total.
Yeah, it was more than its health.
That's crazy.
That was
so
amazing.
That was movement and action. You do still have a little bit of movement and a bonus action. You want to do anything with those?
I think I'll stay here.
Okay. That takes us to Harvey. Harvey, you just witnessed your new party member blow up a creature's brain.
Blew their minds, literally.
Yeah. Mm. Sorry, 1 second. I just want to see how far away we are. Okay. So I'm going to go up 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay. That could also be 15 with a notion that the next diagonal
Okay.
movement will be 10
Am I
feet.
blocking Lumia?
No.
Okay, because I don't want to be blocking Lumia.
Lumia can walk through you, and you will not count as cover for your own party.
Okay. Okay. I want to throw my cool little guys as my action and bonus action.
Your cool little guys?
My sweet little psychic blades.
Hell fucking yes. Can you... This is the first time Harvey's manifested this, at least in front of the party, correct?
Yes.
Would you say Harvey has experimented with it behind closed doors?
Yes.
Okay. Could you describe to the party what it looks like as these things manifest in your hands and then you fucking chuck them?
They look like smoky feathers.
Oh, that's... Are they like... Are you holding them like almost between your knuckles kind of deal?
No.
Okay. How does Harvey hold these psychic blades?
So like if I don't know what it's called when the
kunai?
like no yeah, kind of like that way where the blade's like down.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, reverse grip.
Yeah, you hold it in reverse grip, and are you like sort of bringing your hand from your waist up to throw them rather than bringing them from your head down?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so Lumia, especially because Harvey is directly in front of you at this point, you watch Harvey reach as though they're reaching for something on their belt, and then these smoky feathers just manifest in their hands, and they make attack roll against your target. Let me pull up real quick.
I've got it pulled up if you need info.
I should be able to find it. Yeah, beautiful. When you take the attack action, you can manifest a
Nice.
Psychic Blade with your free hand. It's a simple melee weapon, finesse and thrown, normal range of 60 feet. On a hit, it does psychic damage.
That's
After you
crazy.
attack, you can make a melee ranged attack with a second Psychic Blade as a bonus action on the same turn. The damage of that one is reduced. So what did you roll to hit?
I rolled a 12.
A 12? Let me check that guy. A 12 doesn't hit, but you still have your bonus action. So
Okay,
go
alright.
ahead and roll for the bonus action strike.
Okay.
Wait,
go, let's
so
go.
you don't add anything to that 12?
What is happening?
Oh no, you should add your normal
should
attack
I?
roll to this. Yeah, for sure.
Uh,
Because it is, let me check again. They're a simple melee weapon with finesse and thrown, so you have proficiency with them. And since you're throwing them, you're going to be adding, and they have finesse anyways, you're adding dexterity and proficiency. So it should be +5.
you were so right. So I rolled a 17.
17, and then the next one is actually a 12. So the 17 is a hit, so that's your first one. That's a
Okay.
d6 plus ability modifier, so it's a d6 plus 3.
Come on, D6.
Okay, so 7
7.
damage to the target. That is not shabby. Let me go ahead and punch that in. So the first blade that you throw, this feather sails towards the target. It lands securely into the side of the target and then seems to simply vanish. In what manner would you say it vanishes?
Just like a ploof.
Like this sort of puff of black smoke kind of deal?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. And the next one goes a little bit awry, but that's only because the creature actually turns to face you and it was going for its sort of like the hide of it. Hell yeah. Very solid. Do you have any movement you want to do afterwards?
I'm good where I'm at.
Cool. Alrighty, Caius, that brings us to you.
Nice.
Go.
Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and shift.
Alrighty. So shifting, remind me what type of action this is. Bonus action, free action, action?
Is it a bonus action? Hang on. If it is, I might.
I'll
have
go
to
take a look at shifter real quick.
It says
Shifting as a bonus action. You could shift this turn and then rage next turn if you wanted to, but that's assuming the enemies aren't going to be able to get up to you.
That's what I was about to say. If because I'm running in, so I'm gonna rage instead. I'm not gonna shift. I'm gonna rage. Why wouldn't I? Right?
Bonus action, rage. What animalistic feature do you manifest?
Oh man, this he's gonna pull out the claws.
Okay, you guys watch Caius.
It's like.
Do your claws just kind of come out of your human hands, or do your hands turn animalistic to then show claws? Like, or do you have lion claw hands?
No. So for him, it's like his arms become Gulfman fire, and he's like it more so looks like his arms are just like they become like flaming gauntlets, but at the end it's claws.
Fuck yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys watch Caius light slightly on fire.
That sounds cool. So cool. Billy was like, whoa.
Okay, so that is your bonus action. You still have movement and action.
What is this? Hang on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35?
Your movement speed's 35?
Yeah.
20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, that is definitely
And
enough
he's
for
gonna-
movement speed. Do you want to hold your action for something?
Yes, I'm going to hold my action just in case one of them does come into range. Or,
So you can hold your action for a trigger, and then the trigger has a specified action you'll take.
is it possible to try and grab their attention somehow by like taunting or some shit?
I would I'll give you a free intimidation. I'll let you just make an intimidation check to try to grab their attention. I'll say you
Okay.
already have an amount of their attention. A guy with firearms just sprinted up to them.
That's also true, but I think only 2 of them can see me.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it was going to be 3, but one of them's dead.
That is also true. Just melted on the ground.
Yeah, one of them is kind of still
That was cool.
like twitching. Yeah, beautiful. 100%. You are at least somewhat sure that one or more of these creatures are going to come after you next turn.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, that. Let me check something here real quick.
I'm gonna run distraction. You guys get the raccoon.
Cool. So after Caius comes Greenback Scavardi 5, who you were not aware was in the combat.
Holy shit.
Surprise!
They are going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They are then going to use an action to dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then they're going to use their bonus action to leap towards you.
Oh god, they can do
They're going
that.
to end their movement here. Escavardi are fast. That is what they are. So a creature has ended their movement within 5 feet of you. Would you like to use your held action to attack them?
Correct.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. Are you attempting to attack or grapple?
I'm attacking.
All right, go ahead and make a 2-hit roll for me.
Oh, there that goes.
It's gone. All right, 12 plus.
12 plus 6.
So easily hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Don't forget to add your rage damage.
Nice. What is that? Oh, 1d6. Okay. Oh no, it's a 1d8. My hands are free.
Let me actually check real quick because you're.
Oh, wait.
You're Path of the Beast Barbarian, right?
Yes.
Let me check Beast Barbarian real quick. So you've taken the claws.
Yes.
They do a d6 slashing on a hit. Once on each of your turns, when you attack using the claw as an action, you can make an additional attack as part of the same action.
Yes.
So I'm going to allow you to make 2 attacks against this creature. I know that it says when you attempt to use it on each of your turns, but I'm going to let this slide this time, but in the future I probably won't. Make another attack roll.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
Okay. Still, d6 plus your strength and rage damage.
And I got a plus
Fuck
1
is
because
wrong
of the
with
hand
our
wraps.
rolls?
That is true. Plus 1 hand wraps.
so-
Jesus Christ, you're going to add, what is this, like plus 7 to this?
Oh wait, so this doesn't count as an unarmed attack because I got claws. Does it?
No, it's an unarmed attack.
Okay, so it would still be a okay.
Yeah, well,
1d8.
did you take the feature that gives you your special unarmed attack?
My special, yes, I did. I had to
then,
take
yeah.
that. I took that early on, remember? So I did
Good.
take a feat this past level up.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and take a d8, make that d8 plus 7, I think, damage. So that
So
is
is that-
12 damage.
Yes.
Beautiful. So describe for me how you lash into this creature with your claws.
Is it still alive?
It is.
Okay, so if that's the case, as soon as it runs up, I just immediately swipe up with the claws, like leaving a trail of fire.
Yeah, you guys watch this Scavardi sprint out from behind a tree. Thump, 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 makes
It leaped at me, didn't it?
Yeah, it makes a 30-foot like sprinting leap at the very end of its sprint. It looks like it's trying to lash out at Caius with its bottom talons and its front 2 claws. But before it can even get in, there is what effectively amounts to, I know that the positioning doesn't quite line up, but Caius effectively sidesteps and rakes a claw across its underbelly, and it like skids to a halt. Beautiful. So that was Greenback Scavardi 5's turn. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything here. On a very technical note, Greenback Scavardi 5 is after Greenback Scavardi 3, but that doesn't matter. Greenback Scavardi 3 is going to go next, and this is the one that up until now has been attempting to get at the raccoon. So it is going to use its action to make an athletics check to try to get further up.
Oh no.
Oh.
That is a failure.
Nice, let's
you
go.
Suck.
Stay strong,
so
raccoon.
We'll
We're
be going
coming.
around to get him.
Yeah, you guys watch this Greenback Scavardi here attempt to leap up, and you see the raccoon like turn around and go like, "No, stay there," and it actually pokes out one of its eyes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
And then we have the alpha.
Hello, guy. Go.
Let me check.
There's I didn't even realize it said alpha.
Not the alpha. Is he gonna give us some dating tips?
Oh my!
I'm right here.
Treat her
I
like
am
trash
the
and she'll be
alpha.
obsessed with you guys.
Calm down, kitten.
This is the peak male. This is the peak male performance.
So the first thing that it's going to do is it's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. and it is going to make one attack against Caius. What is your armor class, Caius?
It is if I remember correctly, a 15.
15. That is a hit. He's going to do half of 10 damage to you, so 5 damage to Caius.
Oh wait, so I am now at
'Cause you're already injured.
As far as I understand,
Yeah.
you took 12 out of 35, so you're taking another 5. It'll reduce you to 18.
We should have healed you.
you said
It was
I
10
think how much?
damage. It's halved to 5, so you're taking 5 damage.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I gotcha. Then after it makes that attack, it is going to make. Let me check here. Yep, it's going to make a standing 30-foot leap to Harvey.
Can I try and attack? Because
You already used your reaction to attack the other Scavardi.
I thought you said I held my action to do that.
You held your action to do that, and it uses your reaction to use the held action.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So it makes a standing leap towards Harvey, after which point it is going to attempt to make its second attack against you. Which misses. Harvey, you are ready for it, and you manage to duck out of the way of its claws. That is going to end.
I backflip out of the way.
You standing backflip, you don't move
Yeah.
from the position.
Yeah. Like I'm jumping a Lambo.
Or actually, let me check to make sure we're not missing anything. Yeah, actually, it is not yet Lumia's turn.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Versus-
The initiative is lying to us. I love how this is titled Raccoon Quest at the top.
Yeah, it is. This is Raccoon Quest. Okay, there is another Scavardi that comes out behind this rock and is going to start sprinting. It's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh my god, there's so
25,
many of
30.
them.
And then it's going to attempt to use its bonus action. Move 5, 10, 15,
Lumia, you
20,
might have to
25,
pull out your
30.
stops here.
Oh, don't
and
you
then
worry.
it's going to use its action, dash, and end its turn right there. Lumia, it is your turn.
Okay. It is finally time.
I needed to turn the
Can-
the creature to face you. There you go.
Can I do something a little weird and actually do I have to use my action before my bonus action, or can I do my bonus action first?
You can do them in any order.
Okay. I'm gonna do my bonus action first.
Okay.
I am going to look at I'm actually gonna say I'm looking at the alpha,
Okay.
and I'm gonna place both of my hands over my heart, and I say, Phineas, at my command. And upon uttering those words, a swirl of twilight-hued mist coalesces into the spectral form of the vampire hunter from The Thirst of Night, who is Lumia's current book boyfriend. He is
What the fuck is
6'5", hard-bodied, the planes of his muscles glistening with sweat. As his chestnut hair falls gracefully over his broad shoulders, he runs over. He tosses me a wink and a million-watt smile before charging at the alpha, and upon reaching his destination, he screams, "You dishonor my lady!" before attempting to pummel the shit out of the Scavardi.
Ah, yes!
What the fuck is
Trying to
happening?
find an appropriate model for them.
Is this what I think it is?
And this is what I'm calling book boyfriend, but this is spiritual weapon.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Yes!
I don't have a hot guy model, but I do have literally just a vampire. It's like a classical vampire
Who
rather
the
than a.
fuck is this guy?
We love
Would you like me to use the
that.
vampire model?
Yes, please.
It is literally motherfucking.
Love it.
I've had to suck your blood. Where would you like to position it?
What the fuck?
You know what? Right where he is perfect, honestly.
Wait, I have a question. Can you make him spectral?
Oh, that would be so badass,
I
wouldn't
don't
it?
believe I can.
Wasn't there
I
a
make him
thing that we
surprised.
used last time?
I want you to.
I didn't have a thing that I used to make it spectral. It just happened to be that there were two models, one of which was spectral.
Oh, that's right.
I'm so excited.
What the fuck?
So as far as I am aware, it is a flying spiritual weapon. So there is a floating, hot-bodied, like glistening skin vampire guy that shows up. Would you like to make an attack roll against the alpha using it?
I would. I believe the
Part
target.
of the bonus action to cast the spell, you make an attack.
That's a bonus
Oh, that's
action?
right. So I think it's 1d8 plus my spell casting ability modifier.
So it's funny. It's funny. It's a D8 plus spellcasting ability modifier, a 60-foot range bonus action spell that on her future turns for the next minute, she can make it move 20 feet and attack as a bonus action. So you have to make a hit roll first.
Oh shit. Well, good
so-
thing. Was that my hit roll? No, that was a d8. That couldn't be.
Yeah. So we'll go
Ignore
ahead and
it.
let you roll that D20. Add your bonus to hit for your spells.
Just happened?
Please be good. 4.
So 4 plus what?
Well, that was my roll. My attack modifier is 6, but it's for
Okay,
like
so that
attack.
would
It's just
be
the 4.
that would be 10 to hit. That is a miss.
Yeah, that's so sad. It's okay. It's okay.
It looks as though the incantation to cast the spell was distracting not distracting enough. It looks like the alpha has some semblance of intelligence, and when you cast the spell, it looks like it is looking around itself to anticipate something coming at it. When your book boyfriend shows up, they attempt to make a swipe at this creature, and the creature effectively bows its body in such a way that it misses.
Is he moving on his own, or are you wiggling him?
No, he's floating.
That would be
That's
dedication.
so cute. Yeah, I thought he was. I was like waiting for him to put him down.
Cool. So, that was your bonus action. You do still have an action. Now, while you have spent a spell slot to cast a spell, that means you cannot cast a spell using another spell slot, but you can still use a cantrip if you wish.
How about I use my Warhammer instead and
To
attack
smash
this
the
guy
guy.
right next to me? Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
attempt to smash.
Yeah, go ahead and make a melee weapon attack roll. So this is different from your spell attack. This will be using your strength plus proficiency instead.
Okay, so for this one, it's versatile because I'm using it with one hand, so that's 1d10.
So versatile is if you use it with 2 hands, it's a D10. If you use it with one hand,
it's one
hand, it's a D8.
Okay, ignore that. It's the 8.
Well, you got to roll to hit first.
Shit! I got
okay.
too
It's
excited
okay.
and now I forgot how to play D&D.
Okay.
Okay, 15.
So
Does
what-
that hit?
What's your bonus to it? It's plus how much? Plus 3?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, that is a hit. So now you'll be rolling a D8 and adding your strength modifier to it.
Okay. Now we do the D8. In the ocean.
Damn.
Yay!
Your strength modifier is plus 1?
Yeah.
Okay, a solid 4 damage. You take your warhammer, and you guys, especially you, Harvey, because this creature is adjacent to you, you hear this like metallic thunk as it hits into the top of the creature's head, and you hear this like as it like reels back slightly. There's a chittering noise that comes from these particular Scavardi that's a little unsettling. Is there anything else that you would like to do on your turn, Lumia?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. At the end of Lumia's turn,
I'm
the
so
alpha
fucking
is
shook
going.
right now.
The alpha is going to take a legendary action. The legendary action that it uses is going to be Alpha's Call. Up to 2 Scavardi that can hear the alpha within 120 feet of it can either move up to their speed or make an attack. The Scavardi that has just been hit by Lumia is going to attempt to make an attack against Lumia, and the Scavardi that is adjacent to Harvey, actually no, it can't use itself, so the Scavardi that is adjacent to Caius is going to attempt to make an attack against Caius. So Lumia, what is your current armor class? You have the chainmail on, right?
Yes, and it's
Okay, so-
19.
19, still a crazy good armor class for this level. This creature has a very low chance to hit you. Let's see. Okay, I spoke too soon. That is a hit for a total of 8 damage to Lumia. I went ahead and marked it. You went from 27 to 19.
Thank you.
Then we have another attack coming into Caius. Caius, you said your AC was 15?
Mm-hmm.
That is a hit. It's going to be for a total of 6 damage, halved to 3. So you only take 3 and you go to 15. Caius is officially bloodied. They are at less than half health.
Okay, I was about to ask.
It is now Mog's turn.
Speed racer time.
Yeah, you can just like race up to the fucking raccoon and get him down and run, because that's viable. I'll be honest. Well,
question-
so they will chase you and they can catch you.
This space right here, is this difficult?
Yes, anything the rock, like aside from these two spaces, anything here is difficult terrain.
Got it.
I
Okay.
have a question.
Yeah.
How high is that raccoon right now?
What do you mean by that?
Like with the elevation, how tall is that rocket?
Take a
fall?
Fucking blasted.
It's I'll go ahead and say 15 feet. I know that says 17 and a half, but I'll round it down to 15. But
Okay.
no, I mean, it's probably easier to round up. I will say 20 feet.
All right.
All right. See you, suckers. All right.
Yeah, long strider on an already 40-foot
50.
movement speed is fucking crazy.
And then I will use my bonus action to instruct Webby to
Take
dash.
the dash action. Okay.
So that's 5, 10, 20, 30, 40.
Jesus Christ.
45.
Go forth.
Go for it.
And that should put me in range, right?
In range of the Scavardi that's up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, I'll just do this number. Be like, says 8 feet. Close enough.
I mean, I could be here.
Yeah, it's not gonna make much of a difference.
Actually, I will be here. I might as well use the full movement. Why not?
Well, so like the difference between those two spaces is you actually have line of sight of this guy now. So if you wanted to do something to him, you could. I know you're probably not going to, but
So, fucking tear ass all the way over there.
yeah, you guys watch what functionally amounts to a Olympic athlete style. Like the distance they travel and the time that they travel it is truly ludicrous. Moggs, there's like a moment in time as you tell Webby to go and Webby's like, okay, and then it's one of these deals where like your gums are flapping because of how fast you're like, they go past Caius, like they run past you fast enough to where you and the Scavardi you're fighting both are kind of like you stumble slightly.
100 feet.
Yeah. Okay, so then I will use my booming blade
Alrighty.
on this here Scavari.
Make that attack roll. Oh, and what's your bonus?
Right over. That is +7, so 13.
13. This is the first time their armor class has been rolled exactly. They have 13 armor class, so that is a hit.
Ooh.
Sweet.
So roll that damage, and then if they move, they take an additional d8, correct?
So that is 12 damage.
12 damage, beautiful. They are bloodied immediately. Yeah, wonderful. Honestly, could not be a better thing to do here. And I'm going to make an argument that these creatures probably don't understand that what booming blade is. Yeah, I'm gonna make an argument for that. So if this creature decides they want to skedaddle out of there, they're probably going to blow up. Is there anything else Moggs would like to do?
That is all of my actions. So, yeah, zooms over there. Webby kind
damn.
of lifting up high and swings with the wrench and the thrum and the of the hit reverberates. I mean, no one can really see what's going on, but you hear you
guys
hear a weird humming and buzzing noise.
Oh my god.
Moggs fucking tears ass down this like this murky sort of bog path, gets behind there, and you just hear this like boom, and it's like and the creature sort of squealing. A fucking plus, 10 out of 10. Yeah, that ends Moggs' turn. We have Scavardi 2, who now has to kind of make an assessment. It was originally going to go after Billy, who blew up one of their friends, but it just saw a race car fucking show up and attack one of its other friends.
That motherfucker is confused.
Yeah, very
That
much.
motherfucker is
One of-
not real.
one of his friends blew up. Another friend is being attacked by a race car. Normal stuff that happens in a D&D session.
The camera cut back to a speed
I want the
racer
inner
audience
monologue.
member being like,
I want the inner monologue of D&D monsters.
Okay, the inner monologue of this monster is So it's still gonna go after Billy, I'll say. Billy doesn't have any heat on her right now. She needs some. So it's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then it's gonna move using its bonus action leap. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You just don't
And
want to roll a disadvantage.
And it's going to... Yeah, it's going to use its action. Dash, get adjacent to you, Billy. It wants to give you what for? Actually, you know what? Yeah, it is going to do that.
5.
It's going to give you what 6? That
God.
brings us back to the top of the initiative. Let me check a ruling real quick before we do that. Okay, so legendary actions recharge at the start of the round rather than the start of the turn. So the Scavardi Alpha does have their legendary actions back.
Wait, I'm sorry.
What's
I
up?
reroll ones.
Oh shit! You rolled a 1 on that damage roll.
So 12, that's 15 in
15 damage. Okay, you're 2 away from killing it. They have 17 health.
Move, I dare you.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that all but guarantees, like, if you manage to roll a 1 on the damage there, you still have an opportunity attack also, so. Damn, Mog's
2 opportunity attacks.
That's true. Moggs really is the master of locking a target down really, really hard. Now it passes over to Billy.
Okay. So Billy, upon fucking seeing this party come up, be like, oh man, what the fuck are you? And
You've never seen creatures like this before. This is the first time you're bearing witness to these.
Yeah, she don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to Ray of Frost.
Okay.
And then she's also going to twin spell this.
So just to make sure that you are aware, as long as a creature and a hostile creature is within 5 feet of you, ranged attacks have disadvantage.
I'm not shooting him.
It doesn't matter. If you're shooting anyone while hostile creatures within 5 feet of you, all ranged attacks have disadvantage.
Then I'm gonna magic missile.
Okay. Who are your targets with your magic missile bolts?
One will be to the one in front of me.
Okay.
And then one will be by Caius, and then I'm gonna say it's safe to bet that Moggs has that other one, so
Most certainly.
one will be by me, Caius, and the one closer to Lumia.
Yeah, solid.
Okay,
no need
so-
for you to roll attacks. Roll damage for the one that is adjacent to you. Just a d4 plus 1.
And I will also be spending my sorcerer thing to do my thing. I'm gonna do that in a second.
To do your
But-
thing?
My thing. So that's 4.
4 damage to the one in front of you. Solid.
This will be for Caius.
All right, Caius. If this is a 4, that's dead. Okay, so it's at 1 now.
Well, that's 4 total.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Oh, I see. And then the one by Lumia.
So that's 5 to the one by Lumia, which I believe bloodies it. Yeah, it is below half health now.
And
Good job.
then I am using a sorcerer point to do excretion.
Excretion? Is that one of your special abilities?
It is one of my special abilities.
Okay, it sounds gross, I understand, but
I was about to
So
say.
first of all,
they're a disease sorcerer. They're a pestilence sorcerer.
first of
Oh,
all, check out model.
Yep, check out their model. They've,
How did you
they've-
do that?
I'm zooming.
So you can
You
like
morphed.
Yeah, if you have a model, you can apply morphs to it to make it swap between multiple versions of your model. This is just, I don't want to encourage people spending money, but Caius, if you did want to have a model for when you're raging that has a bunch of fiery glowy shit, you can do that.
Don't tip me. I'll fucking do it.
Similarly, if there was ever a point in time where Lumia wanted to have a model without wings when they're not using them, you can have that.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yep, it's up to you, obviously.
So when she casts the spell, she will basically be like, "Oh shit," and she sneezes on this fucking creature, and it's not a normal sneeze.
On
It
purpose.
comes out like pure ice shards.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my
I'll go ahead
God.
and I'll pull it up. Pestilent Sorcerer is actually a relatively powerful subclass. First feature that they get, the illness. Excretion. So when you start, so it is technically when you start casting the spell rather than
Okay.
after the spell resolves. It's fine. In the future, just remember this happens first.
Gotcha.
A creature of your choice within 15 feet must make a Constitution saving throw or take your disease damage equal to a d6 plus your Charisma modifier, which increases to 2d6 at 5th, 3d6 at 11th, and 4d6 at 17th. You can use this number of times equal to Charisma
I don't have to use a sorcerer point yet.
So you regain uses of them at a short or long rest. Alternatively, you can spend a sorcerer point to regain a use of this feature. So you have this
Okay.
for free. What is
can
your
just-
saving throw that it needs to make? Constitution.
Constitution.
It's just your spell save DC.
It's 15.
15? All right. So let's see. It rolled a 13 on the die. Let me check. It only has a... Oh, no, it does. So this is a total of 16.
Gotcha.
I believe it does not take half damage. No. So that's one use. Go ahead and make sure to mark that down.
Yeah.
You guys do see what is functionally a shotgun sneeze from Billy. It's a little weird, but you know what? It's magical. It's very, very magical, whatever the fuck just happened with Billy.
It like flies past Escobardi and all of it sticks into the tree behind it.
Basically,
You do hear this like as fucking shrapnel.
Oh my God.
Pass. Like maybe one or two of them, because of how I know it's only within 15 feet, but maybe one or two of them like passed out towards you guys. Is there anything else Billy would like to do on her turn? So that was your action.
don't think
There's
I have
no
any bonus
action
actions,
usage
so.
that excretion accounts for.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All
I don't
right.
have any bonus actions.
So I believe the alpha will act with its legendary action before Harvey moves. It's going to use the same thing that it did before, except the two creatures that it's going to trigger are going to be Greenback Scavardi 2, which is the one that is next to Billy, and Greenback Scavardi 3, which is the one that is next to Moggs. They are going to be attacks. So Greenback Scavardi 2 is going to make an attack against Billy. What is your armor class?
It is 15.
15? Okay, so that is a hit. Do you have any spells that you want to try and cast?
No, I don't have any.
Okay, just checking. It will be
These
dealing
Scavardi are rolling really well to hit.
7 damage to you. The Scavardi do have like mediocre bonuses to hit. The fact they're rolling so well is the reason why you guys are even taking damage. And then the one that is attempting to attack Moggs. Moggs, what is your armor class right now?
My armor class is 17.
And do you have any reactionary things that are used when they declare an attack against you?
So let me check what the...
Yeah, you have a thing to like, I think is a reaction to move the target to Webigale, or to move from Webigale to you?
Wait,
Or
I
to
don't
impose
read
disadvantage.
specifically how it's worded.
Yeah.
Imposes disadvantage on the attack roll.
Would you
Just a-
like to impose disadvantage on this attack roll? And is it a
I mean, I think-
reaction?
It is a reaction. Against creature. Yeah, it's a reaction. It doesn't say. So do I? Is that after the roll is made? I can choose to make it.
No, it's
disadvantage?
the assumption would be they're declaring an attack against you. You make the determination now if you want to give it disadvantage on it.
Okay.
If they roll, they've already rolled without disadvantage.
Then yes, we'll have it be at disadvantage.
Okay. So let's see. It rolls a 16, which probably would have hit, and then a 3. Does a 7 hit you?
No.
Okay, then that is a swing and a miss as Webigale expertly uses its multiple legs to kind of just like dance around this creature's strikes. It's kind of like swings its tail down at you. It looks like immediately afterwards the creature is disinterested in you. It's probably going to try and move. So that brings us back to Harvey.
Let's go.
As of right now,
dance.
Harvey, you are flanked. So if either of these Scrivardi decide to attack you, they have a +2 bonus to do so.
Okay.
Just giving you the 411 on that.
The one next to Lumia is bloodied, correct?
I believe so. Yes, it is below half health. And this is not something that you have to do, but if you wanted to, if you were to disengage, you wouldn't risk opportunity attacks. You can move here and get flanking on this one with Lumia and potentially kill it.
Would I theoretically have sneak attack because it's within the alpha is within a certain amount of distance to Book Boyfriend?
Let me check the wording on spiritual weapon real quick.
Have it up if you need me to.
It says enemy. It says another enemy or object is within 5 feet.
Enemy or object. Interesting. It says that it is a floating spectral weapon. That's whatever form you choose. I'm gonna check to see what other people have ruled it. The way that spiritual weapon is kind of worded, it would kind of. I know that the way that it looks and that it acts seems a lot more like it's an ally, but it acts a lot more like a moonbeam spell, and it would be like if a moonbeam was adjacent to the creature, you would get sneak attack. Let me check to see what other people say.
Yeah,
spiritual weapon and sneak attack. Yep, someone has asked this before. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. The enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll.
I love the DMs are like judges, and they're like looking up.
Yeah, it is. It seems like the general consensus is leaning towards no. The reason why is the same that I mentioned before, that a lot of people would be like, if we gave it to spiritual weapon, we'd have to give it to other spells.
That's totally fair. I wasn't sure, so I figured I'd ask.
Yeah, no, it's good to ask for sure.
So can I for sure sneak attack the dude that's like...
you can sneak attack this guy, guaranteed. Technically, with the range that you have, although you'd be doing so at disadvantage, you can sneak attack any of these creatures except for the alpha.
Right, okay.
Now, I think there is a special bonus action that rogues got in an update, which is called Aim. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, I'm trying to... It's... Fuck, where is it? No, I don't see it. What the fuck? Oh, Steady Aim. Where is it?
Oh.
Steady Aim. As a bonus action, you can give
burned my movement,
advantage.
right?
Yeah, so as a bonus action, you can give yourself advantage on the next attack roll on the current turn. You can't use this bonus action if you have moved during this turn. And after you use it, your speed is 0 until the end of your turn.
Can I mash that together with Sharpshooter?
Oh my god, let me check Sharpshooter. Sharpshooter is the one that says when you make a ranged attack, you can take
-5 to the attack roll.
Yes.
Hell yeah, can I do that?
So you as of right now, you have disadvantage on an attack roll. You're going to a ranged attack roll. You will be giving yourself advantage on the attack roll to cancel out the disadvantage. Unless you wanted to make a melee attack instead, in which case Sharpshooter wouldn't apply. As far as I understand, Sharpshooter is
right.
Ranged weapon attacks, right?
I'm just gonna try my my psychic dice again or my psychic blades at the guy by Lumia.
Okay. So you want to just go ahead and take a swing at this guy. Do you want to aim, or do you want to do anything with your bonus action before then?
No, I would like to use my bonus action on a possible second swing.
Oh, that's true. Let me check. Because it's you're technically dual weapon fighting here, aren't you? Soul knife.
Well, it's the second knife isn't created until you go to swing, and by that time the first one is gone.
Sorry, you're right. Sorry, I forgot that it said specifically you have to make a bonus action in order to make the second swing. That's my bad. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make your 2 swings against that creature. We'll say you're making the first one first, just in case you kill it and you have a free bonus action.
All right, let's make that second swing.
God damn it! You know its AC is 13.
And off the map.
Oh my god.
No,
What is happening?
you don't know.
Yikes.
God. Okay, action and bonus action. You're currently being harried by 2 different creatures simultaneously. Despite the fact that Lumia and Lumia's boyfriend are both helping you with these creatures, there are still 2 creatures in disadvantageous positions from you right now. So you are having to, at the same time you're attempting to strike, you are also having to dodge their talons and teeth and tails, and that does make it very difficult for you to get a good strike in. So you're currently tangled effectively in a duel of blades with these creatures right now.
Okay, okay.
Is there anything else Harvey wants to do?
No.
Okay. Caius, it is you. What do you do? This creature is on death's door.
This one here in front of
Yes.
me?
Yes.
Oh man. Hang on.
And now, because of the fact that you have your, hold on, Unique 5e Barbarian, Beast. I can pull it up again because I'm stupid and I closed it. So if you attack with the claw, you'll only be doing a d6 plus strength modifier and rage bonus damage, but you can make an additional attack with the same action. So you could swipe at this creature, potentially kill it, and if you do, you can then move up here and get flanking with the alpha.
I was
and
just about
have
to
a
ask
second
that.
attack.
I was just about to ask if I would have to hit the same creature with the claw.
Oh no, the way that extra attack works, which is something you'll be getting next level, is the same as this, where as long you've taken the attack action on your turn, so you locked that in, but you can divide your attacks between movement and bonus actions and all other sorts of shit. So if you have stuff that you want to do where it's like, okay, I'm gonna hit this guy and then I'm gonna run over to this guy and hit him, that works with the same action.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take another swipe at this guy with my flaming claws.
Hell fucking yeah, go ahead and roll an attack.
Huzzah!
Fingers crossed. What do we got? Okay, I believe that is a hit. If you want to roll the damage, you can, but it is at 1 health.
Oh, well, I mean, it's gonna die.
It explodes. It dies. Really bad.
Jesus. Oh my god.
You send, like, you haymaker it with your flaming claw, like you had the opportunity to do slashing damage to it, and you're like, fuck this. Boom. Its head spins 180 degrees. It dies.
Oh my gosh. All right.
So you have your
then
movement.
I will move over here.
Beautiful.
I'm looking at this floating. I don't know who you are. But it seems like he's on our side because it did swing at this.
Are you threatened by his greased up pecs?
The manner in which the spiritual weapon works, it's very obvious that, like, at first glance, this could be mistaken for a real person that is somehow spiritual in nature. Like, kind of like your knight, what is his name, Zarathrian?
Yeah.
Kind of like Zarathrian, kind of like him, but the way that he sort of works is he has, like, a set number of animations and no really between frames, so he just kind of cuts to doing specific things. He has an idle animation, but then he also has like a bow, and so he's in his idle animation as of right now, or he had recently missed a swing. The moment that you go like, I don't know who you are, he immediately turns to you and bows very suddenly and goes back to idling.
What the fuck? Whatever. It seems like you're on our side, but I'm gonna like take a swipe at the back of this.
Hell yeah. So you have flanking, which means you're adding an additional +2 on top of your normal bonus to hit.
Oh, so that's an 18.
You have
18?
no.
Absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll the damage for me.
You said it's a D6, right?
Yes, if you're using the claw specifically, it'll be a d6 plus whatever your bonuses are.
Oh, so wait, wouldn't I have to use the claws because this is like the feature it has?
So here's how we will run this. You have your normal unarmed attack, which you can technically use if you've got your claws out, but
Oh, you're right.
If you commit to using the claws for the turn, that is what gives you the additional attack, so you have to use the d6.
Okay, gotcha.
It's basically when you make the attack action, you make the determination right then, am I using my claws or am I using my normal fists?
Okay, gotcha. Then I'll use my normal fist on this one.
Well, you've already committed to the attack.
Oh,
action,
you're right.
so you've got to use the d6.
Yeah, gotcha.
Ooh,
That works.
what's the bonus? I think you got +7 to this, right?
I got a +7. I think it's what is it?
Because your strength is 4,
4,
and then your
plus
rage damage
1.
is 2. So that's 6,
Yeah,
and
that's,
then plus
that's
1.
7.
7. Jesus
Oh my
fucking Christ, that's
God.
13 damage. You bloody the creature. He's bloodied. He's at half health.
Like I run up and just drag my claw down the back of it.
You basically like take both of your claws where its tail is, grab the sides of its tail, and then just kind of like pull all the way to the end and leave these like 6 gash marks, 3 on each end, all the way down its tail. He's hurt.
And as a bonus action, I
You wanna
will.
shift?
Yes, I do.
Hell fucking yeah.
Because
Okay.
that gives me what? Some more, a little bit of health.
I believe so, yeah.
It
Let
gives me what? Temporary times 2. I get basically 4 temporary hit points.
You gain temporary 2 times your proficiency bonus. Yeah, so 4 temp hit points. Go ahead and put those down anywhere you'd like. And I
Okay.
believe you were a swift stride.
Yes.
Cool. So your walking speed increases by 10 feet. You can move 10 feet as a reaction when a creature ends its turn within 5 feet of you, and it does not provoke opportunity attacks, so that could also be helpful.
Mhm.
Cool. Is there anything else?
Nope. I am good.
All right. Scavardi number 3. He moves. Well, first, I need to make his athletics check to see if he successfully moves. It is an action for him to do it, so he won't be able to attack you either way. Okay, so that is a success. Roll the damage for your booming blade.
So funny.
All right, so the thrumming noise suddenly ends in a big crack, and it takes 3 damage and dies.
He's dead. Yeah, you guys do hear, you heard the thrumming noise and the sort of thwack of a weapon against the creature. You guys do hear what is, does it sound like like a thunderclap, maybe? Could you give us, as the players, a real-world comparison to a type of noise that we could compare this to?
In this case, I'm imagining kind of like the crack of a whip.
Okay, yeah, you guys hear what sounds like the crack of a whip, and I'm gonna say that they then see maybe a little bit of viscera explode out.
Oh my god!
Like it doesn't die gracefully. It flops to the ground afterwards. There's a force that very suddenly impacts it in a location that it didn't expect, and it's immediately dead. That ends its turn. It's the alpha's turn.
It tries to climb up to the raccoon and just explodes.
Yep, that is the whole turn for the alpha.
Man.
Oh my god. Unfortunate, you know? Cool. So I think the first thing that the Scavardi Alpha is going to do...
And Bale really didn't want us having that extra 100 gold.
Hey, I have faith that you guys can come up with solutions to the problems that I present, and lo and behold, a 100-foot moving Moggs is a solution to the problem. I will mention just before the alpha takes its turn, that's a lot of my design philosophy for making encounters, is I want to present problems that you guys have to come up with solutions for, not necessarily problems that have engineered solutions. So if there's ever a point in time where you're like, oh fuck, what are we supposed to do? I don't know. I've designed the encounter intentionally to be very freeform, to be like, I don't know, what do you do? So if it ever feels like you're up shit creek without a paddle, think creatively and I'll probably reward it. In this case, it was very mechanical and objectively, this works. It was crazy good.
Oh my god.
Okay, I think the alpha is going to do the relatively smart thing, and it is just going to try to make 2 attacks back to back, one against Harvey and one against Caius. So we'll make the one against Caius first. Since you were the creature that attacked it most recently, it turns to you and it attempts to make an attack roll against you with your AC of it misses. You turn to Harvey, and it's going to attempt to make an attack roll against you. Let's see. Oh, fuck.
Damn.
I backflip into his claws.
What's happening
You and
to
these
Harvey this
backflips.
session?
I don't know what's going on.
I think you're cursed. I think
you're sick of you loading these dice before every game.
I have a mod installed that's like
Yeah.
whenever I say the keyword, whenever I say Harvey, the die rolls like really good for me. Then really bad for
Come on, let me have it.
Okay, so
Bring it on.
the damage is it's only the die that is so the max die is added to this, so it's 12 plus a d8. So it's 18 damage to Harvey, which as far as I'm aware brings you to 8 health.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
okay.
It does not outright knock Harvey unconscious, which is honestly, A+. I hate to try to find a silver lining to Harvey getting fucking destroyed again.
I want to lift myself up, because I'm sure that fucking knocked me down a little bit.
Oh,
Just
absolutely.
I had to take a knee for a sec, but I want to stand up and just give everybody a thumbs up and let you know I'm persistent. I'm gonna make this work.
As you guys see, just like a comical, like single stream of blood coming from their stomach, just like.
I'm good.
For a second there, when you said like I lift up, like I get up, I thought you were about to say. I don't know. I had in my mind like the Gojo pose of just like levitating in the air.
You raise me up.
Oh my god.
I think that's just gonna be his turn. I don't think he wants to try and move.
He wouldn't dare.
Yeah, it's not gonna be super advantageous for him to do that.
I was about to say, how many people got opportunity attacks right now?
Both of you. Yeah, both of you have opportunity attacks. Now, I am going to mention, this is a feature that you guys have not witnessed, but I will go ahead and give this to you since the alpha was considering doing that. These particular Scavardi have opportunity attacks against them have disadvantage.
That's kind of cool.
The maneuverability of these Scavardi are different from the previous one. The previous ones did not get affected by difficult terrain as a consequence of snowy or icy terrain. These guys are affected by difficult terrain. They're just a little bit more slippery and low to the ground when it comes to dealing with multiple enemies. It's more in line with what the swamp brings of like a lot of enemies trying to pin you down with opportunity attacks and stuff. So the alpha ends his turn. Scavardi 4 is going to take their turn, and I think they're going to keep going for Lumia. They had Lumia in their sights before. I think they're just going to keep making swings.
Bring it.
So 19 armor class. That is exactly enough to hit. They're rolling very good. And this is going to be 7 damage to Lumia, bringing you to 12.
Ooh.
But that does end its turn and brings us to you, Lumia. So you have your spiritual weapon. They are still up. They're still moving around. Bonus action on your turn, you can move them up to 20 feet and have them hit something.
Indeed.
Do you want to do that first?
I don't. I actually would like. Yeah, we're getting a little. It's just getting a little scary
Do you
here.
maybe want to...
I want to use Cure
Channel Divinity?
Wounds. Oh.
Channel Divinity would get an AoE. It would help both you and actually every one of you that are in this big bubble are bloodied. So I think a Twilight Shroud would help a lot.
You know what? Let's go all out. We'll go ahead and actually activate.
Just this one.
It's Twilight Sanctuary, right?
Yeah, sorry. Twilight Sanctuary.
No, you're good. Lumia is going to activate Twilight Sanctuary that presents as this like growing kind of like misty sphere of colors that are like purples and oranges and pinks, just kind of growing and growing and growing until it kind of almost casts this beautiful swirling dim light around all of you. And lucky for your asses, gives you temporary hit points equal to 1d6 plus my cleric level. So let's roll that.
Just to remember it, I am going to put Twilight Sanctuary on the initiative immediately after Lumia. So it's important to note that a creature ending its turn in the sphere gains the temporary hit points. So each time a creature ends their turn, they'll get temp hit points, which is currently, I believe, a d6 plus cleric level. So you just rolled you rolled a 4 for the end of your turn, right?
Yeah.
So you're not ending your turn right now, but when you do end your turn, it'll be 8 temp hit points that you gain.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So you do still have your bonus action and movement if you wish to use it.
All right. So I'm probably going to stay planted where I am because I really don't want an opportunity attack. But
Fair. If you wanted to do a daisy chain sort of weird bullshit thing, you could move here. You won't trigger opportunity attacks because you're not leaving his range, but you are giving Harvey advantage and giving your or not advantage, +2 to hit.
Oh, well then I will absolutely use my movement to do that.
Hell yeah. I'll move the Twilight Sanctuary towards you.
This is a nice line right here.
It's supposed to be a 30-foot
Hopefully
sphere.
that's
Kind of
still
worried
keeps Caius
being
in.
the cream filling in the center.
Oh.
I hate you so
What?
much.
You're banned. We actually been meaning to talk to you about how we don't want you in
You're
the campaign
banned.
anymore.
Hold on, I'm trying to. So it's a little finicky. I'm trying
You got this. I believe in you.
to center that on you. That's good enough. I don't care. All right, so that's your action. That is 10 feet of your movement.
Yeah. So, Phineas, I actually would like to have Phineas attack, but I just real quick, because I think I missed it. Which of the Scavardi that are near us have the most health right now? That guy? All right.
No. Sorry.
No.
This guy is the alpha. He currently has the most health, but he is bloodied, which means he's below half health. This guy is not the alpha, which means he has less health, and he's also bloodied. So he's below half health too.
Okay, then Phineas is going to attack the alpha.
All right, go ahead and make a spell attack roll.
All right,
this
so I got to
is-
roll to hit.
Yeah, whatever your bonus to spell attacks is, you'll be adding that to this.
Okay, good deal. That is so sad. What happened? Gamers. A 7.
Hey, we're
7
all
plus-
rolling trash.
plus
I promise
six.
you.
Yeah.
Like, what am I going to do with that? Is this automatically doesn't hit?
Oh wait.
What's your bonus to hit?
Oh, I'm so sorry. What is my bonus to hit, guys? It's a great question. It's a really cool question.
Wouldn't that be like your
Spell
is it a
attack.
Spell attack?
Oh, my spell attack modifier is 6.
Okay, so that is a 13. That would have hit the other Scavardi, but that
God
does miss the alpha.
Phineas pouts and says, "I'm sorry, my lady."
He goes into
Oh, so you do speak.
But he's like still posing.
Yeah, he pouts with a flex.
Yeah. It's
Bounces
closer to
his
like the
pecs.
smolder.
That's older.
Where your clothes at?
You say that, and like there's a keyword clothes, and like a piece of his clothing that he did have on comes off.
I don't like this.
It's like, I have socks on.
You're just mad he's bigger than you.
Oh my god. Okay, so Lumia, you get 8 temporary hit points at the end of your turn. I'm gonna mark that on your temporary hit points on your character. This is information for everybody. If you right-click on your characters and go to the little scroll in the top right, you're gonna see a thing called stats. If you click it, you'll see that there are currently only 2 named stats, those being Webbigail's HP, which everyone will have at 10, and all the other stats will be at 10. And then temporary hit points is another stat. That is where you'll track your temp HP. So, Caius, I believe you still have temporary hit points.
Yeah, I have 4.
Cool. So that's just for future use. I suggest everybody move all of those stats to 0 out of 0 if you're not using them. But when you do use them, that'll be your sort of signal like, oh, I have these stats. I'll go ahead and put 10 hit points though. So Lumia, you've got 8, which is a crazy good amount. Honestly, probably what you would have given yourself with a Cure Wounds, except now everyone else has the opportunity to get them at the end of their turns too.
Yeah.
So, Twilight Sanctuary, just to keep track of it. Moggs, your opponent is dead. Would you like to race car back to the rest of the team?
Yeah, that seems like a pretty good idea.
Save the raccoon!
It's so crazy to me that I'm fairly certain everyone except Moggs has taken damage because Moggs' first action in the combat was to fuck off to the opposite end of the field.
20, 30,
You have to make zooming sounds as you go.
40,
Yeah.
50. And then
Raccoon at the top is like, wait,
and
where are you going?
You gotta go like skirt when you're done.
30.
Oh my god, Moggs with
40.
full health is going to be able to get a d6 plus 4 temp hit points.
What the shit?
Okay, so
This has happened within the span of 12 seconds. I would like to make sure everybody knows that Moggs has moved from where they were at the start to where they were at the end of their first turn, back to here in 12 seconds.
Comes in like a blur and is like
Crazy.
Like, you did design Webigale, maybe not with the full understanding that they would be this fast, but you knew they'd be speedy. This is all flavor. You're not used to how fast they're moving, so you're kind of like you're fumbling with your weapon in your hand as they're moving. You're like, Jesus fuck! Oh my god! So Moggs kind of shows up and is like, oh, I'm here. Hello.
I just imagine Moggs' limbs flailing.
like back behind them.
I want to come in and use the momentum of that 80-foot movement to reinforce my swing.
Okay. Booming Blade?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Go ahead, make an attack roll.
Just a regular?
Yeah, it doesn't have any bonuses or negatives on it.
Hawkeye.
Yeah, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll that damage. This does have the opportunity to kill right now. I will let you know if you roll high enough.
Do it. End it.
Do you re-roll ones and twos?
That might be correct. Let me double check.
I believe Great Weapon Fighter re-rolls ones and twos on damage.
Back to feats. I think that's actually not Great Weapon Fighter.
Oh yeah, the other one. Sorry, the fighting style.
Right. Oh yeah, so be in fighter. Classes.
Fighting style. Great Weapon Fighting. When you roll 1 or 2 on a damage roll for an attack you make with a melee weapon that you're wielding with 2 hands. So yeah, you get to re-roll that too. If you roll a 1, I'll count it as a 2. So that's 10 plus.
Plus 5.
That is enough to kill it. How would you like to do this? How would you like to kill the alpha?
So, Terran over here at 80 feet per 3 seconds, using that momentum, full swinging, the hot thrum of the weapon going off, just all kinds of noises and everything. Just fucking baseball swing takes its head clean off. Sends it out of the park.
God. Yeah, beautiful,
Oh my God.
amazing. So I would like to note, just so that everybody is aware, I believe your top speed right now per 12 seconds, or per 6 seconds, is 100 feet per round, is that right?
Correct.
Okay, and that is assuming that you have Longstrider and that Webigale dashes.
Correct.
You're moving over 11 miles an hour.
Whoa!
Which, so for reference, everyone who has a 60-foot movement speed is moving almost 7 miles per hour, a little under 7 miles per hour. So it isn't as though
pretty fast.
some type of inhuman speed, but it is a crazy fast speed for someone to be moving without a horse. A horse moves this fast, so they're moving horse speed.
Magically enhanced, full-on two-handed swing.
Yeah, so that creature, baseball style, you guys watch its head sail off into the distance. And Moggs, you end your turn in the 60-foot or in the radius. Roll a d6, add 4, you get that 10 hit points.
5.
10 hit points, not terrible.
Let's go.
5 out of 5. Alrighty. That brings us to Greenback Scavardi 2.
Greenback.
Greenback Scavardi 2 is just going to move like here, like away from all that. And it's going to make an attack against Billy.
Billy's so isolated.
Billy's having her own it misses.
Billy's fine.
Yeah, Billy's fine. Billy,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna try to end this fight.
Yeah, I think you guys are at least somewhat aware of the fact that there's only 2 combatants on the field now. The fight is ending soon. So, Billy, what do
I'm
you
gonna try to end it with a bang. I'm going to Twin Spell Chaos Bolt.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so
what?
the first target, I assume, will be the one in front of you, and then the other
I
one
will
will be the
step
one
back
behind.
first.
So you're letting it
Risking
take a swing?
opportunity attack, yeah.
Okay. Hey, I mean, I think risking an opportunity attack is probably the play here. What's your AC?
15.
So that's a hit, but it's only a d6 plus 3.
Okay.
It's 8 damage still. Okay, so you are now at half.
What's 23
sorry,
minus 8?
15. But now you no longer have disadvantage on your Chaos Bolts.
So, Twin Spell.
Oh man, I'm so glad we're getting to see Sorcerer be played. I don't think I've ever been in a campaign with a Sorcerer. Except for AAA.
Wait.
Just a moment.
I'll pull up Twin Spell. Yeah, so
Because I
the
use a
meta
sorcerer.
magic ability, Twin Spell, when you cast a spell that targets only one creature and doesn't have a range of self, you can spend a number of sorcery points equal to the spell's level to target a second creature in range with the same spell. To be eligible, a spell must be incapable of targeting more than one creature at the spell's current level. For example, Magic Missile and Scorching Ray aren't eligible, but Ray of Frost and Chromatic Orb are.
So I can't bounce these off to each other, but I can target them both.
I am going to rule that you can bounce them.
Okay.
It is a 1 in 8 chance that it even happens.
That's true, yeah.
I think that it is a cool sort of flavor deal of already how chaotic Billy kind of is as a character. Adding into that the idea that your Chaos Bolt twin spelled has effectively an advantage on one of them bouncing is really cool.
Alright,
so make
this-
your attack against the one in front of you first, and then make your attack against the one
This
behind you
plus-
just to see if they hit.
Let's go, Billy!
So that's 9 plus 7.
That's 16. That is a hit. You need to roll a 6 or higher on these to hit them. So that's a hit onto the guy in front of you, and then roll to see if you hit the guy behind you. 6 or higher does it. That is a hit. So you got 2 hits. Roll the damage on the guy in front of you first. So that is 15.
I'll do fire damage for this one.
Okay, and now roll the damage for the guy behind you. I would have preferred if you didn't pick those up so we can keep them.
Shit.
That's fine. Remember, it's 15 fire.
It should be
I
in the
have it in
logs,
my
right?
history.
Okay. And then roll for that guy back there. Oh my fucking god!
My goodness.
20 what
That
type
one
of
will
damage?
be thunder damage.
Okay, you guys, they're both dead. You guys watch Billy kind of like being attacked by one of these Scavardi for the entire combat. You guys have been over there in a bubble of protection
In a
now.
bubble, yeah,
from
you've always been in a bubble.
All of you guys are in the bubble of protection. All the enemies that you guys were fighting are mostly dead except for the one. You see that Billy takes a step back, gets a nasty gash across their arm, and effectively stretches both of her hands out and shoots 2 more of those fucking like random Chaos Bolt energy orbs out of their hands, one at each of these creatures at the same time, which is not technically possible according to most laws of magic. The first one is fire damage. It strikes into the Scavardi, igniting it aflame entirely. How does the thunder damage one work?
The thunder damage one will
Yeah, thunder
will
basically like
start
sonic.
to be like will start to be the ball of energy, and as it's getting closer, it's going to basically like oh god.
Oh god.
It's gonna break the sound barrier and go like straight into them.
Oh God!
Christ. Yeah, so Billy holds out their hands. One of these
Or
creatures
like a
lights.
bullet. It turns into a bullet. Like it is a ball of energy, and then it turns into a bullet.
Yeah, so this creature lights on fire and immediately starts running around because it is on fire, and then he drops dead. And then the other one, you guys watch, the ball of energy is traveling about as fast as a magical ball of energy does, so it gets to about this point, and then it turns into a tiny little bullet and pierces the creature's skull. Dead.
Insane.
It just disappears. I love.
I am going to go ahead and say that for all intents and purposes, you guys can roll a d6, add Lumia's cleric level, and have that many temporary hit points, which will lead into your next encounter as well. You know what? I'm just going to give everybody 10 because you guys can keep rolling until you roll a 6 on the d6. So everybody get 10
I rolled a
temporary hit
6.
points.
Woohoo!
So did Caius. Crazy good fight, guys.
Can you adjust my temporary hit point maximum?
That was fun.
Temporary hit points maximum? Oh yeah, I can.
Thank you.
I'm going to go to the restroom real quick, and then we can wrap up this combat, and you guys can wrap up the quest and get your money. Well, you guys have very handily managed to deal with the greenback scavardi that were harrying the presumably walking, talking raccoon that is on the top of this cliff. You guys see that he has the stick that he was using to fend off these scavardi, and he is shakily leaning on the stick, holding it with both of his little raccoon paws still at the top of the stone. Now that you guys are no longer being attacked by a bunch of ravenous beasts, you do actually get a good look at the creature that is standing atop here peacefully bipedal. He's holding a stick. In fact, you actually see at the base of this stone, it looks like there is a small little satchel that must have been torn into by the scavardi, which has little crumbs of food and camping supplies. And you see that this raccoon is looking out at all of you, and as soon as it looks around and notices that all the scavardi are gone, he falls onto his back.
You okay?
Kai still has his hands up because of the fucking other raccoons.
I'm okay. I'm just really, my legs gave out. I'm not gonna lie.
You're not with the other raccoons, are you?
With those fuckers, no.
Okay. Kai's
What,
like
he
his
sits
guard.
up. He's in the raccoon sitting position where like all of his belly fat is out, and he's like, "What did you find the others?"
Yeah.
Oh,
We have him here in a barrel.
well, that's what they deserve.
Wait,
Well,
we're talking to a raccoon. Does anybody not like?
It's a little weird.
I am not a raccoon. Thank you very much.
Oh,
You're a
You're
liar.
not?
I'm a person. I know. I look like a raccoon right now. I'm not a raccoon.
oh,
I'm an elf.
our apologies.
This weird cat.
God, listen. I have to explain it every time I meet new people. My name is Riz Arabella. I am not a raccoon. I was not a raccoon. I shouldn't be a raccoon.
What's your name?
Riz Arabella.
Okay,
What?
nothing.
Do you know the Arabella family?
I don't know. I'm not even from this country, dude.
I'm not either. I was fucking stuffed in a crate and sent here.
Oh man.
Like as an elf?
No, as a raccoon. I've been a raccoon for a long time.
So
you are a
raccoon
raccoon.
over there, but
I'm not a raccoon. I'm not supposed to be a raccoon. Can you help me down? My legs won't work.
yeah.
Webby fetch.
Webby comes up. He doesn't resist. He sort of like grabs onto Webby with his hands, and Webby brings him down to where his satchel is, and you guys can all kind of like come around and help him out. He is sitting down and sort of tending to his bag and seeing that his bag is torn up and kind of like trying to gather what belongings he can. He's trying. It doesn't look like he has any supplies to repair the bag, so he's just kind of like, okay, I guess I'll just eat what I can now. Yeah, you guys gather around, and he goes like, yeah, funny thing, I wasn't always a raccoon. I have a cursed object, and this cursed object made me a raccoon. That is what it did. I wasn't a raccoon, and then I became one, and it's been years now, and no one will believe me. They just think I'm a magical raccoon, and I'm not a magical raccoon. I'm a full person. I have rights, just like everyone else. People can't just stuff me into crates and ship me halfway across the planet.
I'm
So-
also,
What about
I'm
barrels?
also cursed.
No, I don't want to be stuffed into. We are also. Were you always a seal person?
Yeah, but just in a different
Okay.
way, so I understand.
Cool. Yeah, us cursed folk kind of gotta stick together. You know, birds of a feather.
Is there
So-
a way to
Whoa,
break
whoa,
the
whoa, whoa.
curse?
Hey, all right. Listen, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Okay.
It's a figure of speech.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a way to break my curse. Not gonna lie, that's what I was originally seeking before I was grabbed by a gnoll and put in a box.
We'll
What's
have
his
to
name?
explain it. We'll have to explain it to
The
them
other
when we get
four,
back.
the other four are alive, right? You didn't kill them?
No,
No,
of course not.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Almost.
Nope.
What do you mean? Oh
I
my
almost
god,
killed
what
you.
happened to you? He looks at you guys and he sees that you're all torn up. He goes, what happened to you? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
He like takes out what looks like a healing potion out of his bag and he hands it to
Aw.
you.
Oh.
And he goes,
thank
you
you.
need this more than I do, friend.
He's like, thank you. You're much more kinder than the other raccoons.
I would hope I'm a person. I would hope I'm not as mean as raccoons. Dude, raccoons are really mean.
How much do I get back from this potion? I'm drinking it now.
You don't have to drink it now, but if you do, it's one of the 2d4 plus 2.
I'm gonna drink it now, just in case the raccoons.
It's a potion of cursed raccoon best friend.
When do we stick them in the barrel?
7 health, cool.
No barrel
I
for
would
this one.
prefer it if I weren't to be stuffed in a barrel.
No, we can't put him in the barrel. We gotta tell them that
I'm
They're
a person. I'm a full person.
Would you
I
like
like
a
this
safe
one.
escort into town, perhaps?
yeah.
I don't know if I should go back to town because the person who
Oh.
stuffed me in the box is still in town.
Oh.
I mean,
I know
we
it's
could-
not much
we could
safer
just
out
protect
here.
you. Like we're like 5 people that could be like, no.
They
stop.
gesture to Webigail and they go like, "Is that a person? I thought that was a." They like talked. They helped me down.
Mogs and I'm saying,
Webigail.
I guess
Yeah, he points to Webigail. He goes, "That one, the little fighter."
6. Yes,
5.5.
5.5.
Looks to you and goes, "Would you call me half a person?"
No, I'm
Okay,
talking
and would you
about
call
Webigail.
them half a person? Points at Webigail.
They're technically a construct,
I
right?
don't think they're alive, but you know.
Now
I don't
that's
know.
just rude.
I look to Moggs. What do you say, Moggs? It's up to Moggs.
That's my kid.
Okay, 6 people.
So when Moggs goes, "That's my kid," Webigail basically puts their hands on their hips.
Wipers, I don't know you.
Would you like the protection into town or not?
Yes, if that's okay.
That's okay.
Please don't take me back to Bart.
Okay, we won't.
we won't immediately.
How about we go to the guild and tell them the situation so that we have a little bit extra protection in Rogue Warden official stuff.
That's a good idea, Billy.
To be fair, we
Official
were.
quest?
I was about to say, to be fair, we were told to bring you back alive.
Oh.
Yeah, fair.
But if
You
we
didn't go?
explain the situation, surely.
Yeah, they'll change. They'll change.
I feel as though, as an eyewitness, that I could potentially be of some help. I am. All right, I get it. I know. I'm a talking raccoon. I know. I am, however, Riz Arabella, youngest son of the Arabella family. I'd like at this point for everybody except for Caius, actually just Lumia and Harvey make history checks.
Okay.
Because no one else would have any fucking idea.
All right. I'm actually going to give guidance to Harvey.
Fair. Harvey has crazy high bonuses to most of their stuff.
Where's the dice going?
Oh, baby.
And don't forget your D4, Harvey.
Oh yeah.
That was a good roll.
It was a fine roll.
Finally comes to you guys at the end of the quest. Ooh. Okay,
There you
so
go.
Lumia, what is your bonus to what did you get total for your history check?
19 total.
Oh, amazing. And Harvey, what'd you get?
18 total.
Let's go.
Both of you have heard of an Arabella family. As far as you understand, they were at one point sort of like lower class nobility that through a series of dubious happenstances of sudden deaths and disappearances came into power in the Dramalian Empire. The Arabella family is definitely new money rather than old money, but they're money nonetheless. And so you do see that he mentions, I am Riz Arabella, youngest son to the Arabella family, and as a consequence, if I were to be returned to my homeland and potentially transformed back into, a full person, I have a lot of influence and could absolutely repay your kindness tenfold over what you were going to be paid for bringing me back to Bart. It might take me some time, and there is truthfully more of a likelihood that I could be harried by more of these Skivardi things while I'm trying to find my way back home, but if I make it back, and if I find my family, and if I convince them that I am who I say I am and return back to my normal form, I promise you 10 times what you were going to be paid for bringing me back.
I think that's a good plan.
That's a
I
lot
want
of
to make an
Fs.
insight.
But
An insight?
maybe
Yeah, absolutely.
we at least need to get you into town and then see if we can get you a safe way to get back. Because I don't think you could just go by yourself.
Yeah, maybe you could take a
Oh,
boat or
certainly.
something.
Maybe a boat.
I know a
The
captain.
The last boat ride was very uncomfortable, so I do hope that if you decide to help me out onto a boat ride, that I'm not in a box.
No.
What'd you roll for your insight check, Moggs?
22.
22. He is fully telling the truth.
Okay.
He is the, how do I put this? There are haughty nobility who think that everybody is beneath them, and then there's haughty nobility who understands when they like actually need help. And this is one of those types of people who, they are nobility, and you do get a little bit of stuffiness from them, where they're kind of like a little greater than thou kind of deal, where they're like, well, I am nobility, and I am a, member of the Arabella family. But the way that they're saying this is like, you saved my life, I need to pay that back, so I'm not in debt to you. Part of it is kindness, the other part of it is, I don't want to owe you. I'm going to, but I want to have it basically definitively established what it is that I owe you, so that way you don't try to get me back later.
Well, the quest is for 200 gold, so that'd be 2,000.
Okay. I can easily supply you 2,000 gold once I return to my family. Do you have an address
It was
or
2,000
a designation that I could ship it to once I... Do you have a party name? That would actually be the easiest way for me to get it to you.
Oh God, we're working.
No, we
on
do
it.
not.
We do not.
That's unfortunate. I can't give you 2,000 gold then.
Just
This is the
You're
DM
going in the
telling you-
barrel.
This is the
Sucks.
DM telling you to tell me what your party name is.
Not right now. What?
We have no idea what it is.
dude.
This is our first time venturing outside of the city with all of us.
Then this is the perfect opportunity to brainstorm. As we'll go ahead and close down the session with you guys coming back home with Riz. We will say that canonically, you guys give him your party name.
We
You
have
give
to
him-
have it upon.
You give
next
him
session.
yes, next session is required. You give him a party name. He writes it down. He puts it in. We'll go ahead and say that you guys give him a small little piece of cloth, so that way he can actually wrap it up. And he does the thing where he wraps the piece of cloth in a square on the end of the stick, and then holds the stick over his shoulder. You guys escort him back to town. We will begin the next session with you guys having escorted him back to town, but you've given him your party name. And that feels like a very solid place for us to close out this session. Well done, everybody. This fight was designed to be a little bit challenging. Maybe not necessarily the most challenging fight, but the Skivardi Alpha's legendary actions were definitely very threatening. And you guys handled it very, very well. I will say, Lumia, your spiritual weapon plus Twilight Sanctuary combo, I know that it didn't seem like it did a lot in that fight, but imagine for a moment that there was maybe even one or two more combatants there. That D6 plus 4 temporary hit points every single turn for anyone near you is crazy. On top of having a bonus action guaranteed D8 plus spell modifier attack attempt. And then you still have your action on subsequent turns. Crazy, crazy good. We saw Moggs' incredible speed. That was nuts.
Yeah, I won't normally go that fast, but
Yeah.
Also, before we move too far away from this, pretty sure the answer is there is nothing detect magic.
Detect magic? There is magic that is on Riz right now.
I was more thinking monster cores, but
Oh, monster cores? No.
Oh.
There's no monster cores that are magical, but as you're passing past the monster cores, you've obviously accounted for the fact that all of your companions have some amount of magical thing on them, so you're kind of not accounting for that. But Riz Arabella does have something magical on them.
an item or
Oh, yeah, very much so an item. It looks like the ring that there is a ring that is on their tail.
You have a fancy ring.
Oh, this is the thing that made me a raccoon.
Why don't you just take it off?
Yeah, I can't. You can try.
Don't let Kaya try.
Please be gentle. Please don't use anything sharp.
Please.
I'll identify it.
Yeah, you can go ahead and cast Identify on it. No need to make a check or anything like that. I'm just going to give it to you flat. It is a magical ring. The exact properties of the magical ring explicitly are evading you. It is a cursed item in such a way that you need something more like a legend lore than you need an Identify in order to properly acquire the positive consequences of equipping this ring. But the negative consequences of equipping this ring are that you are transformed into whatever creature the creator designated you would be transformed into upon equipping. And in this case, it was a raccoon.
Do elves have tails?
No. I promised that I put it on a finger, and then when I transformed into a raccoon, it was very much so a sudden and explosive transformation rather than a gradual one, and the ring was on my tail.
I say we just cut the tail off.
Don't.
That is we.
Don't do that.
Do
Not.
not.
You do you want mods? Do you want the
It would
2,000
hurt.
gold or not?
It would hurt too much.
But you wouldn't have a tail anymore. So it wouldn't hurt.
You don't know if I would be transformed back if you took the ring off in the first place. So you could cut off my tail, and I could turn back into a person without a tail, and that would be fantastic. Or I could now be a tailless raccoon. My tail is actually very important for my balance. And
All right.
it would hurt.
It would hurt.
We're not hurting the raccoon,
he
mods.
like
The person.
seems
Mugs,
to-
you cannot.
He seems to have
Cut
learned
off
somewhat the fact that
limbs.
he seems to have learned somewhat that the fact that he is a cute raccoon, and he does like a little bit of a sad raccoon face, and he goes like, "You wouldn't cut the tail of a raccoon, would you?"
Don't.
Sure I would.
I thought you were a person.
I am a raccoon right now, and I don't want to be. I'm a full elven guy. I'm a dude. I'm 38, okay? I had facial hair when
This
I
man
was an
pays
adult
taxes.
man. I paid. Yes, I did. I paid taxes.
He pays taxes, Moggs. You can't hurt him. He pays taxes.
He like
the Bombadex.
sort of like squints and he goes, "The who?"
The Bombadex. He does magic stuff good.
Oh, that's true.
Could you take me to him?
Sure, he knows me. He's very excited about me. Because I'm weird.
Well, that would be wonderful. I would
And the
love
other guy, Ambrosius or whatever.
that. Sounds like a dragon.
I don't think so.
That sounds like a dragon name.
I would.
Ambrosius.
I would.
Don't they always have like weird haughty names? You see that he's kind of like just chatting with you guys now.
Can we carry you along? I would.
Yeah,
like
you
to
guys
get-
carry him along, and
Like
you go
I
back.
promise you, I would like to get back to town. I have had quite the day with raccoons.
Hey, I'm sorry about them. Okay, if I had an opportunity to talk with them, I could potentially have calmed them down, but it looked like I might be the last one. So I'm sorry.
You're fine. It's them I want an apology from.
That's fair. I could try and get one. You won't understand it.
We'll figure it out later.
You said they're in the barrel?
Yes, well, we can figure it. You can talk to him on the way.
Okay. He like scritches on the barrel, and you guys start hearing chittering, just like raccoon style noises just happening. They have a conversation, and you see that we'll say you've got the barrel on your back with the rope that you tied around it. He's on top of the barrel while you guys are walking. So he's the barrel's on your back. He's on the barrel, so he's like above you, like over your shoulders kind of deal. He does like step onto your shoulder and lean forwards and be like, "Did you throw one of them in the barrel?"
Yes. Yes.
I have grievances with you.
Well, they started it.
Whether they started it or not might not be of consequence. You're like 50 times their size.
It was
He's
less
making
of
a
a
good point.
throw and more of a dunk.
That's rough.
We did also technically start it.
I know you guys were trying to help them. I know, but they are wild animals. They're going to assume whatever amount of help you're giving them is trying to kill them.
I'll show you a wild animal.
Oh, whoa. Hey.
Bro. Ow. I'm sorry, but the raccoons are on my shit list right now. I promise you.
I understand. Mine too, believe it or not. Most of them aren't very nice.
Let's go for the tail.
You guys make it back to town with no problem.
Nice.
Again, I'm going to go ahead and say that like you guys have canonically given him your party name at this point. Do we want to do a quick pass by the Road Warden Association and
To
see
tell
if
them
we
what's
can?
going on, yeah.
Yeah. Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Before
You
Catman
guys start
ends up
marching
being-
over to the Road Wardens Association.
It's
You
like dark
enter-
now and shit.
Yeah, it's at this point it is like the sky is getting dark. It's not quite fully evening. I mean, it is evening time, but it's not like nighttime. Go ahead and pull this up. Yeah, you guys do actually see it is your tag who's the head of local operations that you guys have to go to. So you
Fuck.
you bring the amazing reaction, by the way. You bring the barrel filled with 4 somewhat feisty raccoons and 1 raccoon on top of it that looks like he's a traveling merchant to your tag, and there's like this. There's a desk or like a countertop with what looks like some books and papers and stuff of that nature, things that you guys can take that are like infographic kind of deals. Your tag is behind it in a chair. And she sees you all approach and silently holds out a hand. A palm up.
Gives her a crisp high five.
She strangely like accepts it and then like holds out their hand a little further and goes like, the quest slip.
Oh, yes.
You hand her the quest slip.
Yeah. We do have some complications, though.
Kais is standing furthest away from the desk.
Your tag, like you say, we have some complications. She looks down at the quest slip, looks back up, and goes,
None of them are dead.
okay.
It's not what. No, we do have one that is not a raccoon, though. They are cursed, and they are a person, and they can't be turned into this person because they're their own person. This is Riz Arabella, and I'll like step
Riz
aside.
waves. And she recognizes for the first time that Riz is seated, holding something, and just waved in response to the common tongue. And she kind of perks up. Her ears do that like airplane thing. She goes like, "What the fuck is going on?"
They were
You're
cursed.
trying to tell me that this is a cursed person, not a
Yeah.
raccoon?
Not a raccoon.
He can
Okay.
speak for himself.
This complicates things a little bit. And you see that Riz sort of like hops up for a moment, goes like, "Hi, I'm Riz Arabella. I'm a member of the Arabella family back in Karanak. I, as my friend has just told you, I was transformed into a raccoon. I'm a elven man. I'm not supposed to be a raccoon, I promise. And as a consequence, I would not like to be given back to the quest giver because he thought I was just like a lucky raccoon and that me talking was some type of magic. It technically is not the talk, like me being a raccoon is magic, not me talking. Just please don't give me back to him." And you see that your tag sort of like nods, looking down at the slip, and is like, "I believe you. It won't take any time at all for me to inform Mr. Bart of the part of the quest that could not be completed as a consequence of complications. You will, however, still be given an amount of payment, not the full additional 100 gold
It's
that
fine.
you were promised, but you will be given. She sort of looks at the slip, looks up, and says, "Well, I will have to talk to Primothy to come out with a direct amount of money. If you'll give me a moment, I'll go ahead and do that." She stands up and goes to the back and comes out, and she says, "We can offer you 35 of the 100 gold that you were going to receive for retrieving this last individual. So you would be getting 135 gold instead of the 200. Is that all right with you?"
Yeah.
Yes.
We brought back all 5.
I understand this, but the quest on a very technical sense is to give all 5 of them to Bart of Norton Sons, and you will not be doing this. You'll be giving him 4 and letting the last one be a person. Sort of gestures to Riz.
That's fine with me.
We are obligated to respect the wishes of the quest giver in most of these cases, and there is not much room for interpretation here. It is clear the purpose of retrieving these raccoons.
I think that's fine.
That's fine
Yeah.
with me. Kai's is just
She
gonna
gives you a
slide the
bag.
barrel
She gives you a
over.
bag of 135 gold and takes the barrel and says, "We will deliver these to Bart. I sort of expect that if you road wardens are going to go by Norton Sons, you should expect maybe a couple of dirty glances your way, especially from Bart and the friendly brothers that he has. Be careful."
Trust
Well,
me,
that's
we're
good
well
to know.
aware.
They are known to roughhouse quite a lot over there, but if they get serious, it gets to a little bit more of a brawl, so I don't want to have to drag you out of there. And she takes the barrel of 4 raccoons and brings it to the back so that she can deliver it to Bart. You guys have 135 gold, and Riz Arabella is still with you. So Riz
Yay!
kind of like
Kai's kind of lets out like a held breath almost.
I wanted to make it difficult to be like, excuse me, that's our barrel.
No.
if you want to, you absolutely can.
No,
no.
that's so no.
But Riz sort of like dusts himself off, looks up at all of you and goes, "You've done so much for me already. I am truly very, very grateful to you. I've already promised you 2,000 gold if you chose not to bring me to Bart, and as of now, I have not been brought to Bart. So that 2,000 gold is as good as yours once I'm back to being me. If I may, I would more than happily give you an additional 2,000 gold if you allowed me to travel with you to Suwwo to meet that mystery man of yours, the one who's good with magic."
Well, he's here.
"What do you mean?"
He's here, but doesn't he not have like enough equipment?
Yeah, that is true. He doesn't have his stuff that allows him to like do proper research. Most of his equipment and stuff, it is in Suwwo. The way he looks up, he goes like, "What do you mean he's here? Can he uncurse me?"
Hey, I don't
Just
know.
kidding.
What do you mean, haha, just kidding. What are you talking about? I'm being taken this way and that. I need to understand. Is he? Am I able to talk to him now?
Sure. We can find
Okay.
him.
Wonderful. Could you take me to him?
Pretty sure he's at the inn, right?
Okay.
So.
Beautiful. Yeah, if he can, if you can take me to him, if he can uncurse me, I'll make sure that you guys get that additional 2,000. That would be wonderful. And so he follows you guys to the campsite where Polynex Bombadex is waiting, and you see that Polynex comes out of the tent and is sort of like in a bit of, not like nightgown style, but like winding down for the day. He sort of adjusts his glasses, looks up to you guys and goes like, "Oh, well, it's good to see you all so soon. Are you going to be traveling with the caravan on the way to Suwwo, by the way? I figured I would go ahead and ask that now.
Yes.
Wonderful. I mean, I'm just checking, of course. I don't know if you have any business here in Zalam. Didn't know if you would be staying for longer than the caravan was. What brings you by this neck of the woods?
Got more weird stuff for you.
More weird stuff. I love it.
What we actually found was a poor elven person that has unfortunately been cursed and turned into a raccoon.
Oh no! Was it by chance by a ring? And you see that Riz kind of looks up and goes, yes, it was. Hi, I'm the cursed person. And you see that Polynex kind of leans down and goes, hello, cursed person. I'm Polynex Bombadex, and I'm an expert in a lot of weird magical bullshit. Is that ring on your tail the one that cursed you by chance? And you see that Riz seems super hopeful and excited and goes, yes, it was. Is it possible for you to uncurse me? Is it possible for you to take the ring off and revert me back to myself? Do you have the tool? Is there something that you can do? He's like stumbling over his words and everything. Polynex like crosses his arms, stands up proudly, smiles, and goes, absolutely not. It's impossible to uncurse you. You see
What? That can't be true.
Riz kind of like squints and frowns and looks down and goes, what do you mean? And you see that Polynex sort of holds up a finger and goes, give me a moment. He turns, goes into his tent, fishes through a couple of things and retrieves what looks like a little binder, opens the binder up, pilfers through a couple of pages and retrieves one that is a very rudimentary diagram of the sort of runes involved in creating a ring that has a curse such as this. He hands it to Riz and says, see, the nature of the curse is not quite such that it simply transforms you into the creature. It permanently replaces your body with that of the creature. The only way to really revert you back to who you were is to kill you and then reincarnate you and hope that you win the reincarnation lottery. And that's going to cost quite a pretty penny.
Oh, I've got a ring for that.
You see that Polynex turns and goes, what the fuck? You have a what?
I have a kill ring.
A kid?
What?
A what? Oh, what? He, like, for a brief moment, is like,
what?
No, I don't. Riz looks up and goes, yeah, actually, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it was in the cave.
Oh, that's scary.
The ring that
How
kills
was
you.
that in the cave?
Why was that in a cave?
I don't know.
Bugs? No clues left behind, maybe?
It was one of the. We found a few things, and I got the ring that kills me.
Wow.
Put it on.
Polynex looks up to the rest of you and goes like, guys, you gave Moggs the ring that kills them?
We don't
More
really
like
give
Moggs
mods
took it.
I
anything.
just got here.
I just got here and they look at you and they're like, oh, you're fine. I didn't, hello? I haven't met you before. You're very blue.
Yeah.
Literally chuckle. Yeah. Riz is very dejected and goes like, well,
I'm sorry, Riz. Maybe
There's
we can
no
find
way-
something else.
there's no way
You
at
do?
all to uncurse me. And you see Polynex goes, I suppose there's technically no way for me to know until I have my equipment. We could run some tests and see if there's another way to cure you aside from killing you and bringing you back a bajillion times till you're an elf again. You're not going to look the same. Also, even if you do become an elf, you're going to look completely different.
Be a cat elf.
Maybe you could look like your tag.
Ooh.
So that Riz goes like, she's intense. I'm good. I
Yeah, you could say that.
hey, he points to you, Kais, and goes like, I saw some tension there. If you want to talk about that, I was good at relationship stuff when I
I
was
have nothing to
full
say
elf.
to you.
Wriggles
I know.
eyebrows.
All right, you're good. You're cush, man. It's fine. Just saying, in the case that you wanted to talk to somebody that wasn't someone you're going to be traveling with for a bajillion hours, I am like a third party here, so I could potentially offer some sound advice that you don't have to deal with in the future. Whatever. It looks back to...
Caius doesn't like this. It's like, he's not that it doesn't like the conversation, but he's starting to feel some type of way and starts to walk away. He's heading back to the Silver Spoon.
He sort of like nods and he's like, okay, all right, I see that. Boundaries, understand. Well, Mr. Bombadex, I would like to take you up on that offer. And looks to the rest of you and goes like, 2,000 gold still on the table if you guys can bring me to his office.
I think that can be arranged. What do you think, everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Sounds good.
Crisp 4,000 gold.
Yeah.
I will part ways with once I manage to kill myself and reincarnate as a spitting image of myself.
I don't think
He's looking
We're
far off
gonna-
in the distance as he's saying this, like he's having some type of moment.
I'll put a hand on his shoulder. We don't.
He jumps because your hand is the size of his head.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
He's very
It's-
soft.
It's okay.
It'll be all
We'll
right.
figure it out.
We can help with that too.
He looks up at you, at you, Billy, and he was like, I appreciate it, but he did just tell me I need to die to fix my problem.
I don't think he has a lot of social adaptness.
Polynex, who is still with you, goes, not an ounce. Never
I didn't realize he was there.
Oh no, you're good. I'm not afraid of admitting my faults. I'm really not good at talking to people.
That's okay. Me neither.
You seem fine. I don't know what you're like comforting him. I told him he had to die, which by the way is true.
Not
you see that Riz gets a little more like dejected.
There.
Got it.
Let's not
Got that.
borrow tomorrow's troubles.
Could we
That's
we
fire.
maybe go to an inn or something?
Yeah.
I don't have a
Let's
lot of
do it.
money. I do. He
We
does
have
take
some
out a
money.
couple of like silver coins. He's like, I do have some. I can pay for my own room.
No.
We could get you.
He immediately goes like, starts to get a little teary eyed.
Oh no!
He's like, it's been so hard since I got turned into a raccoon. Everyone's so mean. They think I'm some kind of pest. And I'm just trying really hard. And you guys are the first ones to not only be nice to me, you saved my life. So I owe you more than just the money. If I can help you in any way now, you tell me. I'll do whatever you need me to. I'll clean your stuff, shine your boots, go deliver things for you.
Do you know
I'll be more than
anything
happy.
about this? I'll hand him my. I'll
You hand him
my-
the entire thing, and he goes, "Holy shit! Could we maybe look at this at the inn,
Sure.
where we have a table and a bunch
No, I just hand him the paper with the prophecy on it.
the prophecy?
Yeah.
You know what? Let's roll." He looks at it and he goes, What is this? Is this a prophecy
Yeah.
given to you by who?
Suwwo.
Suwwo, goddess of the sphere?
Yeah.
Oh, my family worships Suwwo. We might actually have some texts in our archives that could potentially help you here. I at least personally am not aware of any like thing that Suwwo in her teachings or anything that have anything to do with this prophecy, but maybe back home, back in our library, there could be some information that I could sort of retrieve for you to send along with the money.
Okay.
Would that be okay?
Yeah.
It, again, might take me some time to actually get it. There's technically no promise that I can actually give, given that I'm still a raccoon. He is like gritting his teeth a little bit. He's very frustrated that he's a small boy. You guys have managed to complete the quest. Riz Arabella is now a
Yay.
temporary party member with you.
Let's go. He's so cute.
He, while being a party member, will not have 2 health. He will have more health than 2. Also, unless you guys choose to have him in combat, I will not
Right.
put a mini out for him,
Thank
so
God.
he will not be at risk of dying.
Thank
Yay.
God.
If you ever
I will kill
choose
you.
to bring him out, it must be unanimous.
Okay.
It must be a full-fledged unanimous decision from all 5 party members that they want Riz to be in the combat. In which case, God help you.
That's fair.
If you've chosen to have a raccoon be a ally in a fight, that means you are desperate.
Yeah, something bad's happening.
Like
So
you res us.
We're either gonna win or it's not gonna matter.
Either gonna manage to make it out, or it's not your problem anymore, man.
That's right.
Well done. Well done, everybody. 135 gold split 5 ways. Let me go into the
27.
27 apiece.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, everybody add 27 gold to your inventories. That is not like an amazing sum, but a decent chunk. Oh, actually, did we want to add this before everybody adds the gold? Did we want to add this to the sort of fund for Lumia's mithril armor, or did we want to divide it evenly?
I don't want
Nope,
everybody
take
to
it.
feel like they have to
Take it.
pay for my armor because I'm like really close and I can save it myself.
Take it.
Honestly, I'm fine for this one. I still have gold left.
So you already have 27 from your own amount, Lumia. Harvey and what sounds like Billy are also okay with supplying you with 27 for the purposes of getting your armor mithrilified. So that's 81 instead of just 27.
I feel like the other
for you.
quests will definitely be like...
Caius and Moggs, do you guys want to keep your splits, or do you want to give them to the fund? It is fine if you want to keep them, just FYI. You're not obligated
It's
to do this.
totally fine if you want to keep it.
I'm fucking muted. Oh,
Classic.
I think I'm gonna keep mine. I have to replenish my funds
That's fair.
because I spent what 300 gold last
You
time.
spent a lot.
think
You
so.
spent a lot of money.
Sheesh. We might want to
Mine's
just donate it to
keeping her
Caius.
So 81 gold instead of 27. That 81 contributing to the fund to get your armor functionally mithril trimmed. I understand that that's not how it would work. If you were to get it mithril trimmed, it wouldn't actually make it mithril, but that's how we're gonna do it because I don't give a fuck. You know what?
I think my thing is
actual
going to be
mechanical
the...
flavor is going to be that she takes the rune off of your armor and puts it onto a set of mithril armor, buys that armor off of you, and gives you a set of mithril armor. That is how we're going to flavor it.
Okay.
So she literally takes the magical golden gleaming armor and gives you an identical replica made of mithril. Actually, no, it doesn't have to be identical. You can tell me what it looks like. Yeah, you have permit if this is how we're gonna do it. If it's basically like trading in kind of deal where she's taking it at a 1-for-1, then trading in the plate armor, getting mithril plate armor, you get to decide what it looks like.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Billy and Harvey, for contributing to my mithril fund. I got you on the next big sorcerer or rogue thing that you find
That's
that you
okay.
want.
I mostly am in it for the necroboom shit because I was like, hey, can you take some of my essence and experiment on it and see what you can do with it?
Yeah, that's one quest down. So as far as I am aware, the only quests that you have from here are the Necrobloom and the Bandits, although technically you also have the Caravan, which is an
Yeah, the bandit's gonna be like a...
You've got Bandits
Holy.
and Necrobloom. Those are the only 2 left. You guys make it back to the tavern. Riz functionally, like, he will not take no for an answer. If you guys are buying stuff for him, he asks that you keep a running total of how much you have like paid for so that he can pay it back later. He literally will not take no for an answer, to the point where if you try to buy stuff without writing it down, he writes it down.
Oh.
So, whatever amount for his share of the room, whatever amount for his share of food, so on and so forth.
Okay.
And it is actually to the point where when you guys were finished with your affairs in the Road Warden's office, this is again canonically assuming you have a party name. When you deliver the party name to your tag, she actually does write down 6 of you as party members, including Webbigail as an official party member, and a temporary party member of Riz Arabella.
Oh, yeah.
So functionally, Riz is a Road Warden. He has a badge.
What
Oh.
a cutie! Does he carry it, or is it like?
Get a little sheriff
Can we
badge.
get him a raccoon vest?
You can get him a vest. You can absolutely do that. Right now, he just has like his little like satchel that he has over his shoulder with the
I
stick.
can.
He just like puts
I
it on the
have.
satchel.
And
I
glasses.
have weaver's tools. I
Oh,
can
that's
make
true.
him an outfit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please,
I'll say like a day of downtime, no need for a check,
Hell yes.
unquestionably.
a little bow
making
tie.
I'm gonna make.
He's so
I'm gonna ask him what he
fancy.
wants.
He
I'm
looks
gonna
at you
ask.
guys and goes like, "Listen, I'm not a dress-up doll, but I would love a bow tie."
Yay!
Oh my god.
I imagine Lumia and Billy are gonna fight over like which tent he gets to sleep in whenever we're
God.
camping.
Listen, I'm just gonna say this, that you all know the last cutesy companion that Belle had in a party tried to kill us with a sniper rifle.
That is true. Marty the
No!
Spot, that is true.
They're
So,
not.
so we're closing the we're gonna go ahead and close the session down here with
Yes,
the conversation
yeah.
you guys are having with Riz. Again, remember that in 2 weeks' time you need a party name.